this way, Doctor. You will understand. Here, Doctor. You are the first of your world to be looking at our solar system, the Astron. This is our planet, Astron Delta.
At the top.
Beyond the outer limits of human adventure, beyond the barrier of human credibility, fighting the unknown forces and secret terrors science couldn't predict.
There's a monstrous thing aboard this station from the moon. That's what killed Weber.
What kind of a monstrous thing?
Look this way, Doctor. You will understand. Here, Doctor. You are the first of your world to be looking at our solar system, the Astron. This is our planet, Astron Delta.
At the top.
Beyond the outer limits of human adventure, beyond the barrier of human credibility, fighting the unknown forces and secret terrors science couldn't predict.
There's a monstrous thing aboard this station from the moon. That's what killed Weber.
What kind of a monstrous thing?
Look this way, Doctor. You will understand. Here, Doctor. You are the first of your world to be looking at our solar system, the Astron. This is our planet Astron Delta.
At the top.
Beyond the outer limits of human adventure, beyond the barrier of human credibility, fighting the unknown forces and secret terrors science couldn't predict.
There's a monstrous thing aboard this station from the moon. That's what killed Weber.
What kind of a monstrous thing?
Look this way, Doctor. You will understand. Here, Doctor. You are the first of your world to be looking at our solar system, the Astron. This is our planet Astron Delta.
What up with your butts up? How y'all doing today? This big old bowl of popcorn.
Hey, you guys want some popcorn? So if I'm picking my teeth, you know why.
How is everybody doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. What is new with a you? It is Thursday. It's Thursday, right?
Yes.
It's 7 p.m.? 7 p.m.? Yeah, it's time for some Spectervision. Let me put on my different playlist. Hold
I
on.
don't know what time it is. You don't know where he's at.
I know, right? This is the wrong playlist. Damn it.
What's up, Shade? You got new glasses, huh? That's fun.
Can you see better now? Can you see clearly now that the rain is gone? I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Yeah, how are y'all doing today? I hope everybody who celebrated Christmas had a great Christmas. I hope everybody who celebrated Hanukkah had an awesome Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa and so on, and Festivus for the rest of us.
And all the rest.
I hope everybody had some good holidays this holiday season.
If you didn't celebrate any holidays, that must have been nice.
Yeah,
Having a little break there.
it'd be a little stressful doing holidays. I definitely agree with that. It's one of those times that like everybody stresses out a little bit, but you have to like sit there and kind of realize that we bring that stress on ourselves. So trying to limit that stressfulness, you can really mitigate a lot of that pressure.
I mean, I would argue we don't really bring it on ourselves. Some people do, some people don't, you know.
Yeah. Oh, t-shirt time. Okay, I'll show you what I got. I am wearing, this is actually, I got as a gift for my birthday this year from a friend of mine. The Michael Myers Butcher Shop. Always fresh.
Aw. That sounds good. We should go there sometime.
1978.
Oh. Probably not open anymore.
And it's probably not fresh, at least. All right. So, if you all haven't noticed, and I know some of you have, Sharky, I see you already found it. We've got some new animated emotes. I made 5 new animated emotes yesterday, and I have been dying to put them into rotation so you all can see them. We've got one including the dancing Moira.
To be fair, I made that one, but
Well, yeah. You did the art. I did the animation, and it worked. Always got the best shirt. I try to have a cool graphic shirt. I feel like that's part of it. And it's all just a subtle ploy to try to get us sponsored by a t-shirt company. That's all that this is for. But yeah, so we got some brand new emotes. Honey, you want to try some of them out? Oh, you got them right there.
don't they go so nice together?
Oh, I know, right? Archie twerking and Moira doing her.
I wanted to do one where Moira was like making it rain on him, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. So
The tricky part of making emotes and stuff is that you have such a small space
so
to
little.
work with.
They're so teeny tiny.
Yeah, so like you could make it look really clear on your screen, but when it scales down to the size of the
You're very limited.
chat box, it's really hard to register. So you got to keep that in mind, and also try to utilize the most of the space. And it's a perfectly square space too. So
We have a couple other new things. If you dig around and find them, you'll know when you see it. And that's as specific as I'm gonna get because I don't want everybody to
yeah, 5 new ones. We got 5 new ass animated emotes.
watch
What
you
up,
have to work
Nate?
for it. Hey,
Oh, before we get going, Nate, can you throw a shout out for Sharky, por favor?
damn, he just got here and you're already putting him to work.
Hey.
Damn.
What up, Ghost?
Ghost.
Ooh, we got Never Have I Ever too. All right. Okay, so for those that don't know, whenever we get a Never Have I Ever, we pull a card from the Never Have I Ever deck. I'll tell you
Oh.
after this clip.
Can I not hear it?
It's just a little quiet.
Oh, there you go. Shooting some stuff. What is this, Halo?
I think it's Valor.
That's the only shooting game I know. What is this, Halo?
Yes, they are all Halo.
There's an old person thing to say, probably.
Also, Sharky.
Apex Legends.
Apex Legend. Okay.
That was my next guess. Calm down.
I love your shark costume
Aw.
VTuber wearing the shark pajamas. That's awesome. Anyway, so whenever somebody pulls a card from the Never Have I, or whenever somebody redeems Never Have I Ever, we pull a card from the Never Have I Ever deck, and I pull a card, I'll hold it up to the screen.
I think it's kind of self-explanatory. What if you just start doing it?
I like
You like
explaining it.
explaining it?
I do, because
okay.
there could be somebody who hasn't seen that.
Oh, I know, but that, I think it's self-explanatory. You could just do it and they'll catch on.
Ooh, this one's kind of creepy. What do you think? Should I say that one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, here we go.
I want to know who's done this.
Never have I ever tracked someone down in person after being ghosted.
That's awesome. If you've ever done this, please tell us the story.
Yes. So if you have,
We will not shame you.
there's a see now I'm off my groove now because I normally explain it. If you have done the thing,
I'm sorry, you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
if you have done the thing that that we never has we said we did, then raise your hand in the chat, put a finger up or whatever, or even better, tell us a story.
All right.
Never have I
sorry.
ever tracked someone down in person after being ghosted.
I just thought maybe the people were tired of hearing it. We're never gonna go.
No, we gotta do it every time. That's part of
Okay.
it. Have you ever done that, hun? When I ghosted
No.
you, did you track me down in person?
Yeah, right. You'd never ghost me. I can snap my fingers. You show up. Just being ghosted describe my whole marriage to ghost wife.
Yes.
Yes.
Only if you
technically.
tracked her down in person. And also,
Yeah. Do you know where she's buried?
we thought of a fun new little game to play on stream. We've added a new channel point redemption where Molly will tell a fortune because she got some wicked cool.
Well, I was implying that, but I was gonna make it. I was telling him to look for it.
Oh, don't bury the lead.
I did because I didn't. Well, now that the cat's out of the bag, yeah.
But also, she got some really cool gypsy witch fortune telling playing cards that she will read as Ghost has just now redeemed.
Well, you asked for a ghost. I hope you're ready for this because, yeah, I found these online and they're based off of an old set that was made in like the 1900s. That's not
1900s?
descriptive enough. I'm sorry. I meant like literally like 1900. Sorry for making you all feel old. I'm probably older than you. Yeah, so they are, they're based off of a set that they made in 1903.
Okay.
And I'm going to read them a little differently just to make it easier on stream. You can do things where you like make a wish, or you can do like these really elaborate readings with them, but I am just going to, this is their Virgin Voyage too. I've never used them yet, so but I'm just gonna give you a general tarot reading with them because that's what I know how to do, and it'll be fast and easier.
Oh, okay, I like this.
So we shuffle them.
I have not seen this.
All right, Ghost, you ready to know about your future? Ooh.
Oh, it's a future? I thought it was just a fortune.
Virgin Voyage was my nickname in high school.
Hey!
Pretty good.
Hi-yo!
Yes, sir. Okay, so we're doing a past, present, future reading. So
Okay.
the first card is your past, the second card is your present, and the last card is your future. So, here's your past. It is, I'll just read it.
Here, hold it up to this camera.
There's no way I'm getting that shit in focus.
There we go. That camera's just a little better for up close. Looks like a crossroads.
Okay. The roads turned to the dark cloud. Wait, what? The roads turned to the dark clouds foretells misadventures, but far from the person, the evil consequences may be averted.
That doesn't sound like a sentence.
I'm pretty sure I read that right. The roads turned to the dark clouds foretells. It's like the roads turned to the dark clouds foretells misadventures. So the roads going to the dark clouds foretells misadventures.
Okay.
But far from the person, the evil consequences may be averted. So that's your past. So you should know what I'm talking about. Okay, Ghost? You should know what that means. And only you should know.
Chat GPT say what?
Okay. Here's your present.
Okay, let's some railroad tracks.
The railroad forecasts a long journey. If near 44, a serious accident. If near 29, a robbery. Whew, it's not near either of those. You're okay.
Okay.
So a journey. You're going on a journey currently.
Okay.
So before you started a journey and there were some dark clouds, and it could be evil or bad, but like maybe not, because that's how fortunes work. You can't be too descriptive. Okay, but now you're on a journey, and there could be a robbery, but probably not. And this is your future. Oh, it's this one now. It's a rose. Roses indicate beauty and rugged health. So
That's all it says? Beauty and rugged health?
So there you go. That seems like a pretty good future to me.
So there are numbers associated with them.
Yes.
So these will be your lucky lottery numbers, right?
It's an ace, so no.
No, they all say a number on the top of them.
Oh yeah, well like there's number 31, number 46, and number 41.
So ace can be either
And I don't
1 or
know what
11.
the numbers mean. I don't know what they're for.
Well, should we give them the lucky numbers so they can play the lotto?
Just set them.
Okay. Journey to a long and rugged life. You live to be 1,000. Exactly, like a vampire.
So, take that as you will. And maybe I'll get better at this.
We have also decided to add a fun new little segment to our...
Damn it, Ghost. I just reshuffled them. I'm so sorry. Let me see. I can find them. I'll find them. Keep going. What were you saying?
We've added another little fun segment to our show, to our Spectre show, that kind of plays off of my horror movie fandom, where Molly, before the stream has started, how many did you get? 3?
What?
Screenshots.
Yes, 3.
Molly has chosen 3 random screenshots from an 80s or 90s horror movie. Is that correct? I have not seen them yet.
Not 80s or 90s, just horror movies over the years.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
In early 2000s. Very early.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay.
Oh, does that really throw you off that bad?
Well, it does. I was expecting 80s movies. So
All right.
So she's going to show them to me.
You know all of them. I know you do.
And we'll put them up on the screen
How about
too
that?
so everybody can see them. and I have to try to guess what movie it is based off of the one screenshot. And it could be a random screenshot. I don't know. I saw this on a TikTok, so I figured we'd probably rip it off. But horror movie-wise. There you go, Ghost. So you are an ace, a 2, and a 9. Numbers 31, 46, and 41. So collectively, that is, what, 6 numbers?
I don't think that's why Ghost wants them, but
You can do the pick 6.
sure.
Ace is either 1 or 11.
Maybe she gambles.
It's wild. Ace is wild. Well, what up, Panda? Oh, shoot, I didn't make a question of the day for today. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Postpone that. Molly, keep them talking while I change the question of the day.
Why do you always insist on telling me to keep them talking? God, that's so frustrating.
I'm just asking you to take over.
You don't have to tell me that. How do I get cards? You want the Gypsy Fortune cards? Is that what you mean, Sharky? Or you want me to read your fortune? They are on Amazon. Pretty cool. They must be legit because they're on Amazon. You have the con. There you go. You could say that. That's a little bit less dumb.
I forgot where I saved all my...
You'll have the con. Talkity talk. That's how I feel when he tells me that. I'm just like spinning my wheels here. But yeah, I don't know what made me think of getting these. I just saw them because I was looking at some like random like tarot cards, just like cute old-fashioned ones. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but back in the day, like in the, I don't know, what I think of like the 20s to 50s, like fortune telling and Ouija boards and stuff, like they were kind of just things that like bitches played with all the time. Like it was like a party game. Like you would just have somebody reading your fortune, or you just bust out a Ouija board while everyone was drunk and like using cocaine and stuff. Like that was just kind of a party thing. I was watching an episode of Bewitched, which I often do because I don't know, it's just like a comfort thing to me. I really, really like. I feel really comforted by sexist and racist 60s TV. No, I don't know what it is about it. It's just like...
Probably shouldn't have said that online.
I was obviously being facetious. But like, I don't know what it is about it. Like, it's just comforting in some way. Like, to watch her clean the house and then be witchy and be like, oh, I'm sorry, honey. And like, just be like stereotypical housewife. I don't know. It's just like fun to me. And like, it's just like, there's very low stakes. I don't know. The magic's silly too.
I was talking to my therapist about that.
And I saw there was an episode and she and like her neighbor are just playing with a Ouija board, and they're like, isn't that a hoot? Like, it's nothing. Like, it's not what like witchcraft. And I was like, wow, in the 50s, you'd think that would be a bigger deal. Like, you'd think that they would be like, oh God, that's so scary. But really, that kind of shit didn't become taboo until like significantly later, when there was like the satanic panic in the 80s.
Sure. Yeah.
So like before then, it was kind of commonplace. So like these are bicycle brand. Like they're just like any other cards, and they were manufactured in 1903. Like bitches just bought those. I think that's crazy.
Okay, I got a new question of the day up.
He's not interested though.
No, I'm interested in this. I was actually talking with my therapist about this the other day.
About witchcraft?
No, about Bewitched. About how it was all an illusion. A wool pulled over the eyes of society to make people think of that's what an ideal household was like.
I don't think it was that way on purpose. I think it idealized life just like every TV show does.
Sure. You have the same deck, Panda? Awesome.
Oh, cool.
So today's question of the day is, what was the most depressing...
Woo, Satan!
What was the most depressing school lunch you've ever had, and what was the best?
This is the worst lunch I've ever had.
Worst school lunch ever.
Well, that's the thing, too, about school lunches. Like, the worst school lunch you ever had, you had to have it several times, probably. Because it was, like, on a repeating schedule.
I mean, they repeated it at least once a month.
Before the 80s, Satan was just your boy.
Yep. I love it.
Hey, Mella.
My favorite streamers are live, and I am here. Oh, well, so your favorite streamers are live, but you're over here instead? You should go watch them. What are you doing wasting your time over here?
Got him!
Self-burn.
Self-burn. Got it. Yeah, so... What, you go first. What would be the worst school lunch you've ever had?
I I hated most school lunches. I packed a lunch pretty religiously throughout my school years. The only ones that I would ever get, that I would ever eat lunch for, was chicken nuggets and mashed potatoes.
Oh, those were good.
The Thanksgiving dinner.
Thanksgiving dinner slapped.
Obviously. Pizza.
Pizza, yep.
The stupid square greasy pizza. Cheese.
They didn't do the little pepperoni bits.
They did, but I wanted the cheese one. I don't like the pepperoni bits. And honestly, I think that might be it. I can't think of any other ones that I would eat at school because I thought they were gross.
Yeah. I have this burn, and I've actually told the story before of my worst school lunch. So back in the 90s, during the
when dinosaurs ruled the earth.
There was a homebread machine fad that my mom fell into. And so she was making loaves of bread all the freaking time in the bread maker. And the thing about that...
Which is really nice that she really was trying to do that. It came from a good place, I want to say.
Listen.
I know you suffered for it.
So I'll catch up on the chat. I'll read you guys' question of the day, but let me just get the story out. So
he's got some built up trauma.
The thing about that bread is it's fine every now and then, but it is in no means a substitute for sandwich bread.
Well, she was making the wrong kind of bread.
Well, that's the thing. No matter what you made, it came out fucked up because it was super dense.
But she wasn't doing it right.
Well, I mean, it's a packet. You just pour the packet in, and you add the water, and you let it go. That's the whole point of it. Anyway, it would come in like these oblong shapes. So this one slice would be like this tall, right? So it's a big, tall slice of bread, and it was too big to use 2 slices of bread to make a sandwich because we didn't have Ziploc bags to fit it in. So in order to fit it in the sandwich bag, you had to use 1 piece of bread, but fold it in half. So it was just lengthwise like a hot dog. And there's nothing more fucking depressing than having a bologna sandwich with some mustard in an oblong sourdough folded in half. That was the worst. That was the worst school lunch I ever had.
Guys, I cannot tell you how many times I've heard this story. This bothers him on like a cellular level.
Yeah,
like,
I still remember it to this day.
Trauma. This is what trauma looks like because this story I have heard so many times.
It's pretty bad. All right, let me catch it.
Be careful what you do to your children. They remember everything.
Yeah.
And it ruins their lives.
Pack them a good lunch. Sometimes it's worth forking over $1 for some Wonder Bread, okay?
Yeah.
Just saying.
This changed his feelings about his mother.
Well, and bread machines. And
bread machines. God forbid I ever bought a bread machine.
All right, let me read what you guys have to say.
Probably leave me.
My mom usually packed me lunch. But when Dad did it, was always the best and the worst. He'd soak apple slices in apple cider vinegar so they were always hella sour. But he also cut my sandwiches into little hearts.
Why did he do that with apples?
Apple cider vinegar. Yeah, I could see that.
Was he trying to make like a health thing for you?
My favorite school lunch were Bosco sticks. Oh, we talked about this once.
What's that?
Bosco sticks. I forgot what those were though. Those are
what is that?
You'll have to explain. They were like little French bread sticks, right?
Breadsticks with mozzarella in the middle.
Yeah. Worst school lunch, the pizza that I'm pretty sure was made of cardboard. The kind of cafeteria served. Best were just things I would pack from home or my host parents would pack for me. My Japanese host mom would pack the best leftover curry in onigiri balls. They were so good. Oh, yeah, that sounds awesome. I still have my bread machine and use it almost daily.
Well, you're doing it right.
Well,
you also hate bread and you don't know what good bread tastes like. But I'm gonna guess you're doing it right.
Well, maybe the technology has advanced in the last 30 years of bread making.
Also possible.
My least favorite was pretzel day. They were always too salty. Oh, we never had pretzel day.
You just ate a pretzel for lunch? Like that was the main course?
It must have been like a big soft pretzel, right?
Still,
not like a bag of like, rolled golds or whatever.
Still, that's crazy. For that to be your like lunch?
Dense and moist.
It's bonkers.
Just like she likes
I'm jealous.
I've only ever had school lunch.
That makes a big difference. It's dense.
Yep. Women love a dense dick. That's what I...
Okay, you didn't have to say it. We all knew what was happening.
Divided Muga, thank you for following.
I don't know how, but thank you.
It was the dense dick line. That's what did it, right?
We're always getting him with the dense dick.
I've only ever had school lunch. I remember I used my spoon to catapult it, not intending to hit anyone, but it did.
But not intending to hit
Exactly.
anybody.
They thought it was someone else, and it ended up in a big food fight with a lot of people. Hell yeah.
Oh, cool.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I wish.
I've always wanted to have a giant food fight like in the movies.
Yeah, for sure.
That's like the peak of kiddom is being able to have.
But also, as a
food fight.
child, that would have been traumatic for me. Having like food all over you for the rest of school.
That's gross.
That would be disgusting. I don't think I would have wanted it. Like now I'm like, that seems so fun, but as a child, I would have been like, I'm full of grossness. I would have like lost it probably.
But just like
Factually.
jumping up on top of the table and going, food fight! And then everybody...
But then nobody does it, and then you get in trouble.
That'd be great.
That would be probably more likely, honestly.
I was a broke-ass college student, and I had a bread machine in my dorm, and I would make it every day, and I'd head off to school, and I'd come back to my room, and everything would smell like fresh bread.
That's
I had to
nice.
bribe my RA with a loaf a week for him
Hey.
not to snitch on me.
Okay.
Dang, okay.
I mean, that's not that bad, I guess, if you really need it.
Watch that RA would take that loaf and flip it for cash, so it was like it was like a drug deal that was happening. It was an elementary school. This is a core memory.
Really, they were smoking weed in their room, and so they would give their superior the bread so that they didn't get told on for smoking weed in their room or something like that.
Why didn't your mom cut the bread the other way? I don't understand. Well, funny you should say that. She bought the accessories for the bread machine too, including the bread rack. So it was like a little rack with a bunch of slots in it, vertical slots. And so you put the loaf in there and you just run the bread cutter and it would evenly cut the bread.
Yeah, she could have just cut it herself and
So
cut
that-
smaller pieces.
But that was too hard to do because you could never keep them consistently thin.
All you have to do is have the thing cut it and then cut those each in half.
Listen, if I could jump in my Wayback Machine and go back.
Let me call her. We'll be right back, guys. I gotta call his mother.
Dope representing from Twitter. I mean X.
Twitter. We're calling it Twitter here.
It's X. It's X.
We're calling it Twitter. And if anybody cares, they'll let us know in the chat, Elon.
Holy shit, who had the curry or onigiri lunch? Jealousy.
Dude, so jealous.
That was Panda. Panda had that. That's awesome. I went to culinary school. Also, my bread machine makes regular shaped loaves, and it has 2 paddles. Okay, so that's technology has advanced
that's
since my mom
fancy.
was making. Dope with the Prime sub.
Aw, thanks.
Thank you so much, Dope. You want to feed these cats? Mom?
Yeah, I'm gonna feed him and then I'm gonna go grab another drink.
Okay.
And then we can start playing or something.
Listen up for that crunch. Let's go. Let's see those new emotes, guys. The new animated emotes.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Dope. Thank you for those bits too. He's trying to take it from her.
She got it. Greedy little baby.
Phone. The phone.
Hello, Molly's Taxidermy and Crematorium. They hung up.
Trevor related, but I saw a ghost at work this week. Scared me real bad. Oh my gosh. A real ass. We need to go visit your work. I wanted to go. I wanted to try to go during this week when it was slow, but then I decided to take the week off from work, so I did not go visit. But one of these days, I'm gonna make it over there because I've been wanting to meet with that chief of the VI branch over at where you work and talk to them. But yeah, so guys, you have discovered the brand new animated emotes that we have made. Pretty cool, huh? I made them all yesterday. Molly made the one of Moira dancing, and I made all the rest of them. But I think they came out pretty good. We've got the hype one with the rainbow colors. We've got Oh Butts. We've got Moira dancing, and then did nobody find the other one? The So Long fucker. Oh, we got USA, and then So Long fuckers. I only had enough food points to really go for breakfast, so I'd always steal cartons of milk and pats of butter, as much fruit and nuts as I could stuff in my backpack and pockets. So much people would literally fist fight outside of my room for slices of fruit. Oh my gosh! So you did have a racket going. That's pretty good. That's pretty good because you can start selling that for money in your dorm. Hey, Skyfer in the house.
Sky?
Okay, I just want to play it before it was end of stream. Okay, good call. This is my fave. So, yes, cool new emotes. Freaking love them.
Oh, it's Arnold mode. Also, we got for Christmas. Oh.
Ooh, that looks like it's Minecraft. Minecraft at 2 frames per second.
I know I can't hear it. Minecraft.
Minecraft. What was you saying there, honey?
Oh, somebody asked what we got for Christmas.
Oh, yeah. What did we get for Christmas?
Well, I got a spa day, so I get to do that Saturday.
Spa is short for spaghetti.
Yes, I get a spaghetti day.
It's a whole spaghetti day where you eat nothing but spaghetti.
Honestly, that would be good too.
That would be pretty good too. That's a lot of carbs, though.
But like in the tub, maybe?
In the bathtub.
I would do that.
That would be cool.
Yeah, so I got a spa day. What'd you get, dear?
Molly got me a new poker table topper to put on top of the regular table, and you could play cards and craps and roulette.
No, you can't crap on the table.
Or blackjack on the table, and we would need to have a card night soon, so I can win everybody's money because I'm very good at poker. I'm not that good at poker, but I'm okay.
I was gonna say, he says that, but does anyone know?
I like playing poker, but only for a little bit of cash. So like $1 would maybe get you 10 chips or 20 chips or 30 chips. And then you just play all night. So you only end up losing maybe $5 in the whole of the night.
I'd love to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With you. Imagine using it to play Yu-Gi-Oh! My brother-in-law is like obsessed with Magic the Gathering. Mm-hmm. So we'll probably end up playing that on it mostly.
We probably will. It's just a hot tub filled with spaghetti. High class.
That would be so... I know that sounds gross to a lot of people, but honestly, dog, it sounds good to me.
Do you remember as a kid always having the dream of jumping into a whole swimming pool filled with jello?
Yeah.
And then when you become an adult, you realize that would probably not be a very good idea because it would be gross.
Not because swimming in it would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. It's the cleanup. And as an adult, you think about the cleanup. And it ruins it.
That's true.
If I could do that and not clean up afterwards and not have to deal with the process or the problem, and you could just jump in, swim around, and then leave, of course I would do that. It would be incredible. Who wouldn't want to do that? And as a kid, you don't think about the like afterwards problem, you know?
As a middle schooler, you were very good at blackjack.
Why did you know that in middle school? What were you doing?
They played it in math class so that they could practice counting to 21.
In middle school, I was really good at a game called Spirit, which you actually do with just regular playing cards. And I would pretend to talk to spirits, and kids would pay me in gum and other things to talk to spirits for them. And I may or may not have told some of them things that their grandma may or may not have said in the afterlife that I probably regret now.
That's very manipulative of you.
Yes, it was. And there's a reason that they made that game banned. I
got my little brother a card game called Phase 10. I think that's a lot like Uno, isn't it? Or am I thinking of a different game? Phase 10 is fantastic.
Fantastic?
Fantastic. I bought it specifically so we could have it at a wedding. Today's question of the day, Dope, is what was the most depressing school lunch you ever had? And what was the best? I always wanted to break my neck diving into a vault of coins, like Scrooge McDuck. Yes, that... All right, I'm going to drop the arm for a bit.
Yeah, you've done it plenty.
That is physically impossible. I used to think that you could do that.
But in the cartoons, you can.
There was like a YouTube video I saw once where they estimated how much gold he had in there. And like they calculated like the the multi-millionaire net worth because he kept it all in that vault.
Right.
And you would just go swimming in it, which you can't do. And he would even like spit them out like a fountain.
It's a cartoon, so it made us think we could do it.
Cartoons
also,
are bullshit.
That dude was a fucking pirate or something. Like,
yeah.
He was a robber baron. There's no way that he came about that honestly. Just like all billionaires, there's no way that he didn't exploit people doing that. He was probably like a friggin' slave trader or something.
Yeah, he made his money in World War II.
What is he? What is his deal? Where is he from anyway? Edwardian, Victorian? What's his style?
It's all Nazi treasure. That's what it is.
No, but like, what's his like? You know, his like he wears like
He's
a
British.
smoking jacket and stuff. Is he just British, old man?
Yeah, because he's literally Scrooge McDuck. So he's.
I know it.
Instead of Yeah,
but like what
Ebenezer
era
Scrooge.
is what I'm asking? Because Scrooge is like from Victorian, Edwardian, somewhere in there.
I think it's Edwardian.
I don't know. He's from somewhere in there. So like, I'm assuming this guy's from the same era.
Yeah, it's the same guy. Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, probably slavery.
Your stepmother was a dealer in a casino. Ooh, awesome.
That's fun. She teach you how to cheat?
Gum is the currency of childhood. Exactly.
For real.
In fact, my friend used to, which is funny because this was a total precursor to him being a drug dealer later in life. But in middle school, he used to have a Dallas Cowboys duffel bag that he would come filled with Mexican candies. So he'd have like the lime salt, but the ones that sold the best were they were lollipops that were they were like mango lollipops that were dipped in chili powder.
Very commonplace around our parts.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite childhood.
But he would sell them for 50 cents a piece, and that would be his thing. Is he'd come to school in the morning and be like, "Hey, let me get some," because he'd sell out by lunch.
Hey man, that's a good.
And he was selling those, but his parents would just buy it for bulk for him, and he would just go sell them at school.
I mean. It obviously was a gateway to some other shit later, but
he later sold cocaine.
As a child, that was pretty clever.
Yeah, and he still, funny enough, sold the cocaine out of his Dallas Cowboys duffel bag.
Well, there you go.
Which was really sweet.
It was like sentimental to him. All right, Mela asks, "What was your favorite card game as a kid?"
Ooh, I loved Uno. I thought that one was really good. I still play it to this day. In fact, in college I used to go to a local pub, and I would always take a deck of Uno cards, and it was just fun, just everybody sitting around having beers, playing Uno. It was great.
I don't know. I wasn't really into a lot of card games. I was mostly into board games. I don't know. Does like Candyland count as a card game? There are cards in it.
No, that's a board game.
Yeah, I didn't really like card games, I guess.
No.
No.
Okay.
I can't think of a single card game, specifically card game, other than like Uno, but I didn't love it.
So Dope's answer for the question of the day is depressed meal with some nasty bologna sandwich. Best has to be a chalupa they had here. OMG. I dream of those chalupas with hot sauce, baby. Dang.
Really?
Okay. I recently tried a cheesy gordita crunch for the first time. It was decadent. I loved it.
Decadent?
I got that, and they brought back for a limited time only. Taco Bell brought back the double decker taco, baby.
You cannot tell me it's decadent.
It was great. It was fantastic.
Now, we don't go to Taco Bell a lot, so when we go, we're like, what is this? So we like try all the new shit.
I'm like, do you guys still have the grill stuffed burrito? And they're like, sir, we have not had that for 20 years.
Another thing I got for Christmas that I just remembered is this beautiful glass. I got this incredible glassware from one of my best friends. You may know him as Zacula.
Zach, in the house?
Izzy.
Is he in the house?
I don't think they're here.
Oh.
But anyway, they got these gorgeous glasses from where they live. And they're vintage and they're crystal and they're just stunning.
They're
and I
cute.
love them. And I'm drinking sake out of it. It's not milk. It looks like milk. But it's sake. Which, no, you don't traditionally drink out of a coupe glass, but I drink everything out of them now because I'm obsessed.
Yeah. The cocaine was sweet. Go Fish was your favorite. Okay, Go Fish was a good one. So Bad Taste says, just saw the question of the day. One time in high school, before my brain was fully developed, it was a pizza day, and I found the massive stack of pizza boxes unattended before they got served. A friend and I grabbed a whole box and shotgunned like half an XL pizza, then put the half-finished box back in the stack. I'd say it was both the best and most depressing lunch in hindsight.
Dude, no, as a kid, that's gold.
Bravo. I applaud that. That is
golden. Also, they did not feed us enough. And food should have been so much more free than it was.
Yep.
Like, do you know how many hours I spent at school hungry because I didn't feel like I had a big enough lunch.
That's true.
How fucked up is that?
That's true. Well, and then I've seen these fucking videos where they compare the school lunches of kids all around the world, and like
and ours are just trash.
France, in Italy, those kids are eating like
literally like homemade spaghetti, like
Yeah,
a
it
fucking
looks
giant
amazing.
ass plate of it, and
Yeah.
we're just like sucking on our fucking juice boxes.
Here's our pesto and
they get like
chicken,
wine with their lunch,
and like they have grapes and like a fresh bun, and like dang, and we have those chicken nuggets and ketchup. And,
so tragic.
And milk with us to wash it all down with.
Rat milk.
You promised me dog or better. I like the aggression of Slapjack. Oh yes, Slapjack was good. Or Speed. Did you ever play Speed? Speed game. We
No, I
got
didn't do
real
drugs when I was a
competitive in that when I did a summer school thing. We actually had a tournament at the end of the year.
Okay, Panda says, best Christmas present. I got to spend Christmas with my kid. This is my first Christmas with her in a while. Usually I only get to see her for a few hours on Christmas. It was so much nicer to just have her and see her so excited to open her computer and drawing tablet.
Oh, that is very
sounds
sweet.
awesome.
Very, very sweet.
I'm not trashing I wasn't trashing Taco Bell. Just saying we don't go there often. So when we go, it's like
Yeah, I'm
a
like,
big
what is
deal.
this place? I don't even know it anymore.
We don't know what to order. We have to like literally scan the menu.
I'm like, can I get the Godzilla combo, please, with a Pepsi? And nobody knows what I just said because I'm that out of date. The Godzilla combo, remember those? No. Okay.
No.
Best Xmas. I just read that one.
Depressing. Field trip sandwich like ham. I don't know.
Oh,
Ate
yeah.
it by myself outside the space museum.
Where did they? The Space Museum? Yep. on the slope side of it, you know how it's got like the sloped.
No, like in that little like garden area where it's just like a weird maze around a bunch of like old defunct space trash.
Yeah, those sack lunches are always pretty shitty. And like an apple that is far beyond its days, or like a banana that's all blackened because it's been oxygenated.
No, they at least didn't feed us rotten food,
Yo
but
quiero
it
Taco
wasn't
Bell.
great. Quiero Taco Bell. I had a little I had a stuffed animal chihuahua that said that
Aw.
when you squeezed it. But we weren't allowed to go there. But we had the stuffed animal somehow. I don't know why.
Skyfer says best any of those shitty greasy pizza rectangles. Yeah, I think those were everybody's favorite. They should just serve those all the time. Once a
ones?
week. The pizza, school pizza.
See, people love or hate it. And as an adult, I think that's fucking disgusting, and I'm sure it was nasty. Just like the ones in the Lunchables. Have you guys had a Lunchable,
Lunchable
as an
pizzas.
adult?
Ugh.
Disgusting.
Gross.
But when we got those, we were thrilled. It was like you were living the high life.
That was like that was the rich kid flex
And-
in elementary school, was bringing the pizza Lunchables.
So I can guarantee you none of those lunches were good. Those were just the ones that as a child I found palatable, which tells you something about the rest of them. If those were the ones I was willing to eat,
Bread tangle.
imagine the ones that I wouldn't eat. Ugh.
It's like a hot rectangle of garbage. I super hate sandwich slime, mayonnaise barf, and any type of friend. Anytime my friends' parents would give me lunches on field trips, they would always have it.
Of course.
Exactly.
And as an adult, I like mayonnaise. I understand the need for mayonnaise on a sandwich, but as a child, it would make me starve to death because every fucking sandwich would have it. And I would just be like, I'm allergic, because people would be like, you don't like mayonnaise. Or I didn't like cheese as a child. They'd be like, you don't like cheese. And they would bitch me out for not liking those two
But
things.
just tell people you're allergic.
So I just told people I was allergic.
That's the easy way out. I'm allergic to it.
But I was hungry all the time because they were on everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
It's true. It's true. But you know what? It is so hard to get kids to eat anything in general.
Of course. Kids are picky. Their palates are like really sensitive. Mm-hmm. Really sensitive.
They're just eating hot Cheetos and nacho cheese.
And they
now.
don't have any
That's all they eat.
development. Well, also the problem too is like we feed them a lot of processed shit. So like
Yeah.
their sugar and salt levels are just astronomical, which is an issue for everybody, especially us in America.
Well, it also changes your flavors of
Right.
like what you like and don't like.
Because now when things don't have tons of salt, you feel like they're undersalted.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you get used to not using very much salt, any amount of salt will make a big difference.
I had a roommate who all he ever did was pack the freezer with, frozen nuggets or little burritos or Hot Pockets, just whatever processed frozen stuff he would.
Disgusting.
Which I mean, it's fine in a pinch, right? But
In a pinch, but
that's
not every
all
day.
he ever ate, and So I would cook at home a lot, and I would usually make, big quantities. So I'd make pasta, or I'd make, I don't know, chicken and rice or whatever. And I'd be like, hey, you want some? And he would eat it, and he'd be like, man, this is like the best thing I've ever eaten. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not a good cook, but like literally just making anything is better than what you're eating every day.
So depressing.
But yeah, that's just one of those things that kind of like conditions you to taste that kind of food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so new segment today. And maybe one of these days I'll make an animated intro for it or something.
Oh.
But we're going to play a little game that I am calling Guess That Movie. Creative title, I know it. Where Molly has chosen three screenshots from 3 random horror movies. I don't know when these horror movies take place. I thought they were going to be in the 80s, but they could be any era.
They span from 80s to early 2000s.
And she's going to show them to me, and I have to guess based on the one screenshot of what the movie is.
And now, let me preface this. They are all movies that you have seen.
Okay.
Multiple
Well,
times.
that's good.
I think multiple times.
Okay.
But some of them, potentially all of them, are pretty tricky.
Okay.
I will be the first to admit.
I'm down. Let's try it.
I may have made them too tricky, and if they're too hard this time, I will make them easier next time, I promise.
Well, I've always said that I'm pretty good with like guessing
They're
movies.
Tricky.
Okay.
I think.
Well, maybe you intentionally tried to bury me with it. So.
Well, no, I mean, I picked ones that I didn't think you would get, right?
Okay.
Wasn't that the point?
Well, yeah, yes, okay. But this is the first time we're ever doing it, so I mean.
Right. So this is the first gauge.
Don't just dive in. You gotta
Listen,
dip your toe
listen,
first.
Listen. So if you don't guess any of these, or if these are really, really hard, I know where to gauge them next time.
You know where the
Okay?
Fair enough.
Okay.
So Molly's gonna switch back over to her screen and then get these set up, and I will tab this on. I remember one time my mom left me a Happy Meal on my desk. Oop, wrong one. In my 3rd grade. And it's still one of the happiest surprises of my life.
Are you ready?
Kids have terrible taste. Hold on one second.
You're already showing it though.
I gotta read the chat.
You shouldn't have shown it first.
I have a really young nephew who would come to my family's big Christmas dinner where we would have roast turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, the works, and his parents would bring mac and cheese with them because he refused to eat any of it.
Not even fucking mashed potatoes. Jesus.
Okay, can you zoom in on it to fill the screen a little bit more?
No. Yes.
Okay, shit. Okay, give me a hint. What era is this?
I think it's 80s.
1980s, okay.
It could be earlier, but I'm pretty sure it's 80s.
He's getting electrocuted, obviously. Fuck, and I have seen this one?
And I've seen it with you.
You've seen it with me.
That being said, I would never have guessed this. And this is probably the hardest one because I think it's the one you've probably seen the least.
Is this Chopping Mall?
No.
Was that a good guess?
That's a pretty good guess.
Okay, can you give me one more hint?
I will give you a hint. It is about technology.
Is this Videodrome?
No.
No. Is this the movie where they get sucked into the TV? Hey, I just guessed that.
No.
It's about technology.
Technology. I don't really want to give you another clue or else you'll guess it.
I got a blank here. I got a blank.
I'll give you one more.
Okay, one more guess.
I'll add to the technology. Technology going bad.
Okay, so then now you guys in the chat can guess since I've already failed my first try.
Technology going bad.
Stay tuned.
Nope.
No. Technology going bad. And we've seen it. We've both watched it together.
I've watched you watch it.
You've watched me watch it.
It's a very stupid one. It's very silly.
When you say it, I'm going to be like...
It's sillier than Chopping Mall, if that's even possible. And...
Short Circuit.
No. Although I guess that's kind of a horror movie.
That is kind of a horror movie. I don't have it.
I'll give you one last hint.
Okay.
Yeardley Smith is in it.
Oh, is it Maximum Overdrive?
Yep.
Okay, you have not watched that with me. We've watched
Yes,
that
we watched that together. Yes.
Oh man. Oh, you're gonna play us the clip. Okay. Maximum Overdrive. I actually don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Yes, you have.
No.
We watched it together.
We watched it together?
Yes.
I don't remember watching it.
Yes,
with
we
you.
did. I know we did. We watched it together.
I think that was your other boyfriend.
And Yeardley's really not good in it. Bitch, like I'd ever watch a horror movie with anyone else.
All right, so I don't think I get a point for that one because it was too many hints.
Too many hints.
Okay, all right. Good job, hon. That was good. That was very good.
I'm getting nervous about the rest of them.
Why was that the easy one?
No, but like they're all about that hard.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
But the other ones you will be more familiar with.
Okay, all right.
That was the one I was like, he only saw it probably once.
And this is our first
The
time.
rest you have seen more than once, I think.
This is our first time doing this kind of segment, so maybe like that is Pat Hingle. He played Commissioner Gordon in the Batman movies. But maybe like for ones going forward, we do one easy, one medium, and one hard one.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to arrange them that way, but they kind of all turned into hard. Because I didn't want it to be too easy for you.
Yeah, this was based on a Stephen King book. Really great movie because it features a soundtrack all done by AC/DC, which is awesome. All right, hit me with the next one, Mama.
You want to do another one?
Let's do it.
Oh, okay.
Well, you said you got 3, right?
Move it off my screen.
Okay, hold on. We'll have to find a better way of doing this, too.
We'll just go back and then...
Okay, I'm not looking at your screen.
That's not it.
It's based on that song Pinball Wizard.
Okay, here's the next
Emilio.
one. This one might be really hard.
This is the next one?
This one might be really hard.
Oh, wait, that's just you. That's just you. What the fuck? Okay. Well, we've got an axe of some kind.
And now that I'm realizing how difficult this is.
Oh, wait. Is this the Grave Dancers? I fucking knew it! I knew it!
It is!
It's Grave Dancers.
How did you guess that?
Because it's the flashback scene where she stabs him in the head with the axe.
I didn't think you'd guess that.
Wow! I got it.
Wow.
It was the film grain effect that did it for me.
That was the hint I was gonna give you.
That was the giveaway.
That was the hint I was gonna give you.
Dang. Oh,
wow,
I didn't.
Good job, hon.
Well done, me. That was good. And just so you all know, I have not seen these. She literally did this 10 minutes before we started streaming.
I would never let him cheat.
Yeah. and she's trying to stump me, but that's a good one. And you hated that movie too.
I hated it.
I actually really liked that. Funny story. That was a very little known horror movie. It's not very good, but has one of the greatest audio commentaries, director's commentaries I've ever heard. It's the director and I believe the cinematographer, and they're doing the audio commentary and playing a drinking game. And all they talk about in the drinking game, I mean, in the commentary, is how it was a low budget movie. They had no money. So they had to light a lot of the scenes practically with lamps. Like, so anytime there is a lit lamp in a scene, they take a drink, and you can hear them like popping open bottles. And there are some times where there are like 30 lamps in the scene because they had very little in their lighting budget.
Londo, thoughts on the movie Midget Zombie Takeover?
I have not heard of it, but if you think it's good, I will add it to my list.
I don't know. I've never heard of that one.
All right. We ready for the next one?
You're going to do another one in a row?
Last one.
Okay, one sec.
Right? We got 3, right?
Yep, this is it. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
This is, I think this is the hardest. I saved it for last.
No, you never said it was good.
They just wanted to know if you thought it was good.
So that car looks familiar.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to need a clue.
I've never seen this movie.
Oh, you've never seen it? Okay.
No.
How do you know that's even from this movie then?
Because I got it from the movie.
Oh, okay.
I got all of these from the actual movie.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I knew I wouldn't remember them, so.
Okay.
Every hint I could give you would give it away.
Fuck. Okay. Can you just give me like a general year?
It's a horror movie.
Oh, no shit.
No, I can't give you a year. I don't know. Garbage Day? Garbage Day?
Garbage Day.
No, it's not Garbage Day.
It's not Garbage Day. Oh, that's the Police Cop 2 is what you're referring to. Nate.
Garbage Day.
Garbage Day. I
No.
I love the movie Humanoids from the Deep. So if I think Midget Zombie Takeover is bad, that could say, okay, I might have to check that out.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can give me for this?
I'm trying. I'm thinking.
Can you give me an actor in it?
Nope, because I don't know any of them because I've never seen it.
Shit.
And I honestly, I don't think you've seen it a ton of times, but I know you've seen it.
Okay.
And potentially read it. That might have been too much of a hint.
Potentially read it.
That might have been too much of a hint.
Potentially read it?
Potentially read it. I don't know if you've read it. I think you may have.
Is this Pet Cemetery?
No. But you're in a certain
is this
vein.
Cujo?
No.
No. Fuck.
But you're in a vein.
I'm getting close, right?
You're getting very
is this
close.
Stephen King?
I don't want to say.
It?
No, it's not it.
It's not it. If it was it, I would have got it.
If it was it, he would have gotten it. Oh my god, he's seen that so many fucking times. Even the Tim Curry one?
Even the Team Curry one. I've seen that one more than I've seen the newer ones.
Fucking love that one.
Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. There you go. That's what garbage.
Panda gets it!
Christine. Oh yeah. But that's not Christine though.
No, it's not, because I knew if it was, you would have
I
guessed
would
it
have
right
got
away.
it. Yeah. I've only seen the movie once, I think. Christine was actually a really great book. Oh man. If you guys get a chance to read Christine, it's really good.
Nailed it, Panda.
Well done. Well done, Panda.
Well done. All right, that's all I got
All right,
for today.
that was pretty good. So that concludes our first segment of Guess That Movie.
Well, you guessed 1 out of 3.
1 out of 3.
And Panda guessed 1 out of 3.
1 out of 3.
So, like, the chat guessed 1, you guessed 1, and 1 was, I mean, you did eventually get it.
I eventually got it, but it was
took a lot of hints.
with some coercing.
So
what do you guys think? Should we do this as a regular kind of thing? Just kind of throw these in? I think it's kind of a fun.
Do you think I should make them harder or easier? Do you think they were too hard? Do you think they were the right amount of hard?
Love it. Okay. Well, so I don't know. I got the Grave Dancers one, and that one you probably thought that was going to be the hardest one, right?
I thought it was going to be one of the hardest ones.
But I think if you taper them, do like a easy.
Well, I thought I had.
Okay.
I thought I had. I thought that the first one, I thought that would be the easiest
Maximum
because
Overdrive.
it's like a very specific character and something very specific is happening to him.
I just don't know that movie very well.
But
I've
we
only seen
only
it
saw
maybe
it
once,
once.
if I've ever seen it.
I watched it with you, dummy. We were on our sofa. I would have never watched that alone. In fact, it might have been a riff tracks.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I knew I'd seen it. And I knew you'd seen it.
Definitely enjoy a little trivia. All right, cool. Well, we'll start working this in a little bit, and then maybe
Start a little easier. Okay.
What should I do for you then? What should be the movie category I try to stump you with?
None. I don't know any enough. No category. Is Muppets a category?
But only from one movie. Only from Muppet Treasure Island.
And I have to guess the line that they're saying.
Guess that Muppet Treasure Island.
No, I don't. I don't think we should play this for me. You know what, Panda? I don't even know that many Jennifer Coolidge movies.
I just know her from
Like I know some
American
of them,
Pie.
and the ones I know her from I love, but like her more recent stuff, I don't even seen it.
Perfectly Balanced as All Things Should Be. Yes, we got a Thanos in the house too.
Which is ridiculous.
I think start a little easy, and once you run out of easy movies and go to medium low. Okay, that sounds good.
See, and then the other thing too is like there are some scary movies that I know he has seen a million times.
Yeah. But maybe it would be finding
And
just
I knew
like
he had seen Grave
Dancers
many times, so that was like I knew I could pick a more obscure one, and he had a chance. But
yeah, I do think. I think if you found a movie that I like, but like found an obscure moment of it, could be really challenging. Because I would have to know that movie like front and back.
Right, but see, that's the problem. That's hard. And I was gonna do like all death scenes, but that's too easy.
That makes it easier
because those are the most memorable scenes.
True, yeah. Did you know I did craft service for a horror short film? I did not know that.
What was the movie? Unless you signed an NDA.
Yeah, you signed an NDA.
All right. Well, shall we play? Can we play some?
Yeah, you want to play a game?
Yeah, I want to play some.
So
cleanup.
we were thinking about playing some more Viscera Cleanup Detail, which has kind of been our jam lately. We've kind of rediscovered that game.
I just love it so much. It's so therapeutic. I love cleaning.
It is pretty fun.
I love cleaning in games, not in real life.
So this game is very much like it's a cleaning simulator, and with a gory twist. So we are a cleanup crew sent into a location where a massacre has taken place, and it is our jobs to have to clean things up and make it brand new again, and try to discover what the mystery was. Nothing tries to kill us, which is always good.
Well, sometimes we kill each other or ourselves.
Just a random wall, exactly, Skyver. Or if anybody, here's the thing: if anybody wants to send Molly some
That's a good
some
idea.
stumpers, that could be cool.
Yeah, in the Discord, you guys can drop them in my office or wherever.
And see about it, and I'll make sure not to view them.
Well, you can't if they put them in my office, can they?
I mean, we're admins, so I have access to everything. But
Oh, well, you can just email him or not email me. Just message me in Discord privately,
okay.
and then that way he can't even accidentally see them.
All right, should we explore first to see what our surroundings are?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, it looks like that door is locked and it doesn't open because everything looks clean beyond it.
Oh man, we have a mess. Look at all the blood and guts all over this place.
I know. These guys got fucked.
Up. This got fucked. And another locked door over here.
I just already checked on
Oh,
them.
that was the one you already checked?
I already checked both of those.
No, y'all just throw yourselves into the chopper. Exactly right. We threw
Whoa.
ourselves into the chopper.
Whoa, what's this?
I dislike that the mop looks like glove fingers. Kind of does, doesn't it?
Well, now that you say it, I can't unsee it.
Oh yeah, what is that?
I'm trying to figure out like if you can open it or something.
Can we wash our mop in it?
No.
No.
But it looks like water.
Oh,
Other side of it.
you've killed me.
How?
I don't know.
I just walked past you.
You killed me somehow.
How? I literally just walked by you.
I think you like knocked a box into me and it killed me.
I just walked past you.
I don't know. One death already, yep.
And I didn't even mean to.
Simulated Garg, thank you for following. Welcome into Spectervision. And with that, you did some significant damage to the stream boss, and you have now taken over as the stream boss. As a reminder,
yeah.
anytime anybody does anything that contributes to the stream, whether it be a sub, a cheer, a bit, or a follow, you do HP damage to the stream boss, and if you do enough damage to the stream boss, you kill the stream boss, and you become the stream boss. So somebody kills you.
You've become the thing you've always hated.
All right, where's our incinerator?
It's over here.
I don't know where that is.
Over here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start. I don't know. Chucking bodies, I guess.
Yeah, and don't forget, everybody's got a bingo card attached to them. So if you check the extension overlay on your screen, you will get access to your bingo card. As events happen, our mods will call them out. Make sure you check them on your bingo card. Whoever wins, wins. It's mostly for bragging rights, but
Nailed it.
it's just something that you guys can do while you're passively watching.
What are you doing?
I forgot how to get rid of that gun. I still have not found the incinerator. Where is it?
Keep looking.
This is where we started. I don't... What the fuck? Where is it? Have you guys tried out Lethal Company yet? So, I have been getting tons of recommendations on that.
It looks really fun.
And it looks really fun. But here's the thing. I don't think logistically it would work for Molly and I the way that we have our stream set up to play together. The biggest factor of that being that I run all of our mics into my computer and mix them down into one output channel. So if we are playing with people online, anytime she talks, it would be coming out of what would look like my character's voice. And because communication is such like a big part of that game, it would kind of screw up the mechanics of the game. So I don't think we could play it together. But maybe if there was a day that like Molly wasn't streaming and it was just me, maybe like we could do like a community Lethal Company day or something, and I can play with you guys. But yeah, I would love to play that game together, her and I, but I don't think it's really logistically possible.
Yeah, not for our setup.
That makes sense. The in-game chat is pretty important. See, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we figured.
Now, we could just use Discord and it would be fine, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of the walkie-talkies and stuff, right?
Get in the fucking... Get the... Ugh! Damn corpse.
Time to get a third mic. One for Molly's computer. Well, so that's the thing, is I could just plug the mic into her computer, right? And she could have her own mic, but then what it would do is it would cause a significant echo then. So on hers, you would be hearing me pick up on her mic, and we'd be picking up on each other's mics.
We have unfortunately been through this before.
Streaming as a couple is a very delicate ecosystem.
Streaming in the same room as each other. That's the problem.
It has taken me almost 2 years to perfect what we now have as clean audio on this stream, to isolate each other from each other's mics.
Yeah.
I think these are boxes that we have to stack, right? But I don't see where the stacking spot is.
There's some waste. There's right there, right where you are.
Oh, is that it right there? Oh,
the
okay,
lines
yeah,
on the
yeah.
floor.
I see it, I see it.
There's different ones that mean different things, of course, too. But let's not start in that room because it's, you know, the incinerator room.
Okay.
So it's gonna get the messiest.
Okay. What do we start with the starting room first?
Start in any room that's furthest away. I'm starting upstairs in this little room just because it's the farthest. We're not gonna ever enter it on accident, you know?
Okay.
That's kind of how I always do it.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah, not even just the walkie-talkies, but so many monsters interact with the voice chat. Oh, interesting. Cool.
Oh, interesting.
Lethal Company would be fun with it. Well, I'll tell you what. Next time we do a stream where Molly's not streaming with us, then we'll do Lethal Company, and I'll finally get it, and I can finally get my brother to stop bugging me about it. He's like, "It's so good. You gotta play."
Are you his brother? Did you make a new thing so you could bother him about it?
Yeah, exactly. You've never heard of Lethal Company? It's actually surprisingly popular. It's like the indie hit of the season. It got a huge reception. Oh man, you know what's funny? So remember when we used to stream Project Zomboid, and there was that game that was coming out at the time. It was only announced. It was the day before. It's called The Day Before. It's supposed to be this amazing zombie open world epic, right? Well, it released and they pulled it off of shelves like the next day because of how bad it was and how broken it was.
I remember that.
And it was all just like a bait and switch kind of deceptive marketing.
Oh shit.
Oh man. And so like the company issued refunds, and the company shut down like the day after it launched.
Boo.
So much for that game, huh? I'm London's secret brother from Canada. Exactly. Canadian. I didn't know you were Canadian.
Oh my god, my phone always changes Lando to Landon too.
Landon.
My phone does it every fucking time.
That's my nephew's name.
Landon?
Or I guess he's my cousin's son, so that would be second cousin, right?
Your nephew's name is Brandon.
No, I have.
That's.
So what is my cousin's son?
What do you mean?
Is that second cousin? Is that what that is?
That's your first cousin once removed.
Okay. First cousin once removed. There we go. We have confirmation. All right, so here's some lore here. I'm just one step away from making it to the waste disposal sector. I can't get out of here fast enough. They think they can stop me, but they can't. I know what's really going on. I've seen things. I'll do what I need to. If I escape, they won't be able to stop it. I would like to take a few mementos with me, but it's not worth the risk. God only knows what's in those jars. The bodies. Fuck these Frankenstein doctors. They must never find me.
Earlier, I read something about a virus.
Virus, okay.
But I didn't read it out loud because you were really into talking about something, and I want to interrupt you.
So yeah, I think that this is like a genetics lab or something.
Yeah, they're making monsters out of men.
We make a monster every day.
But really, if you think about it, aren't men already kind of monsters? Am I right, ladies?
We're not monsters. We're Martians. Get out of here. Don't.
That's a lot of nuts!
You pushed the
Wrong
wrong button. Your child Archie would be second cousins with your cousin's kids. Oh, okay, that's how that works. Okay. Man, getting into like lineage is such a confusing thing. Man, that's a lot of nuts. You agree with the life?
You're right, it did work. I don't know why I questioned myself. That was exactly the right button.
Listen, we're not all bad, okay?
I didn't say you were all bad. I said you were all monsters.
Not all monsters either. There are some good monsters.
I meant like humans at first, and then it turned into a joke about men. So.
All these potato chip bags.
I know, these guys are fucking animals. No wonder they couldn't keep their shit together. Like, they can't even keep the place clean. Like, I don't think the fucking Monster Massacre threw chips everywhere.
I know, that was a mess before that.
Like, I'm pretty sure that was already a problem with your facility.
Well, that's probably why the monster got out, was because they were such slobs that they were lax with their procedures. But you're all hairy and sweaty. I mean...
So true.
Listen, women can be hairy and sweaty too.
Yeah, but it's a choice.
Why are you rubbing everything down with wet gloves? That mop really freaks me out. It does look kind of weird, huh? The little tendrils on it.
Oh, shit! Damn it. Hate when that happens.
Oh, there's so much blood in here. We're in so many buckets of water. Are you spilling?
Son of a bitch!
What is this? Barrels. Okay, here's
Where
a barrel
are you?
spot. I'm down here. I don't know. I took a room far away from the incinerator, so I could work.
But where?
I don't know. I just went down the hallway, started cleaning. Hoo-yah! Oh, Molly just threatened the mop bucket with her broom. I still haven't really found out what good the broom does.
It's like if you want to move a bunch of bullet casings at once, but it doesn't do a very good job. It also can mop, but it doesn't do a very good job.
Yeah, so it's just a less good mop.
Yeah, it's shitty. It's just a stupid device they throw in your way. Not worth it.
Unless there's like an actual use that we just haven't found yet of what we're supposed to be using the broom for.
Yeah, which is possible. We would.
There we go. Molly cusses out an in-game character. If you had that on your bingo card, make sure to check it off now.
Does a mop bucket count as a character?
Close enough. It's got fingers. Aren't brooms always just less good mops? I mean, let's be real. That's true. Brooms are just less good Roombas.
Here's the thing. Brooms are good when you need a broom. They're not good when you need a mop.
That's true. Oh my god.
That's science, baby.
So much freaking blood on these walls.
I don't know why you're mopping already.
Because I have to.
No, you shouldn't be mopping. You should be clearing out detritus.
I did.
Then once you clear out all of the detritus, then you can do the mop.
Well, I want to stack these barrels here, but I can't do that until
Why would you stack them there? They don't go there.
See where it says barrels right there? That's where they go.
Over here?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, right there.
Well, I thought you meant where, these were stacked. Look like shit.
I just moved them there so I could mop.
Listen.
Let me just clean my cubby, okay?
Listen.
Just let me clean my area.
I'm in charge of this site. And I won't have you undermining.
Roombas
what
are
I'm planning
good
here.
when you need a broom, but not when there's poop everywhere, because then you have poop everywhere. I've heard that they just smear poop, pet poop all over.
Which, yeah, that makes
That
sense.
sounds awful. But Witch couldn't fly on a Roomba, or could she? Yeah,
She
we
can. We
watched
watched Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus 2, and apart from being awful, they did add to the lore that a witch can fly on a Roomba.
So it's just cleaning utensils in general because they also rode on mops.
That's right. One of them had a vacuum cleaner in
I
the
don't
first
know
one.
what it has to do with cleaning, but cleaning and flying are synonymous in witchery, apparently.
But Mary from Hocus Pocus flies on a Hoover. Yep.
Yep.
She showed us. Yeah, the second Hocus Pocus was not good.
No.
And I wanted it so bad to be good. The best part about it was like the opening scene that's flashback and shows them as kids. I wish that would have been the whole movie because that was actually interesting.
It was better than the other, yeah.
and
Now,
like, kind of funny.
I understand it wasn't for our generation. It was
Nope.
to intrigue the next generation. But to be fair, I don't think the next generation cared much for it either.
Well, that's what I'm wondering is like when they do these nostalgia bait kind of movies, they're trying to shoehorn in for a younger generation, but is the younger generation even, is that resonating with them? Did they find that movie entertaining?
I don't know, but I thought it was fucking shit.
Is that going to be as classic to them as the original was to us?
Huh?
That's what I know.
Probably not, because it's just another fucking reboot, which Hollywood is just sick with. Like, they can't make a goddamn original movie to save their life. Like, why not make an original movie about witches? Why not make a new Halloween movie?
Because that's too risky, honey.
I know.
People don't want to do anything.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why none of us can fucking trust Hollywood. Not that we ever could. Not that I'm saying I ever trust Hollywood, but like...
People with the money don't want to spend money unless they know they're going to make money. So.
I know. But that's what art used to be.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you.
Art used to be a risk.
It used to mean something, man.
You just literally boxed me.
It wasn't bad, it just wasn't as good as the first. Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, let me ask you this. Those of you who have kids, if your kids saw Hocus Pocus 2, what did they think of it? Did they think it was a Halloween classic? Or did they think it was just kind of meh? Or were they like lost the whole time? Like, why should we care about any of this? All right, I think we got this spot cleaned up pretty good. We just gotta move these boxes out of here. There's still some mop water here if you need a clean bucket.
Ugh.
I'll take this one out for you.
Thank you.
The nostalgia hits are targeting the parents and kids more than the actual kids,
Right.
hoping the parents would take them to see it.
Right. But that's the problem.
Yeah,
like,
well-
there's no content for the children to glom onto
Yeah,
or
that's-
care about.
that's-
And then the
that's my
parents,
question.
I mean, if they're just like literally just in it to see like Bette Midler, that's it. That's literally all it achieved, was that it had Bette Midler in it. Mm-hmm. And then the rest of it was like fucking worthless.
But I'm genuinely curious if there was a kid that watched it that was like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what kids movie I did like?
Eh.
When we went to see scary movies, or scary stories to tell in the dark.
That was good.
That was surprisingly good for like a kids horror movie. It was legit.
That was pretty good.
It was legitness.
This is legitness.
Fucking kid. That's legitness. What happened to that kid?
He's dead.
Is he?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's very, very morbid.
Because that's something you would say.
I would never say that.
I literally
That's a child, honey.
channeled you just now.
My
Oh,
daughter
shit.
loves scary movies and has been begging to watch Gremlins ASAP.
Aw.
Gremlins is good. Oh, and it's a Christmas movie too.
It
so
is. That's right.
double dip it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't brought Gremlins back.
I have a feeling they're going to.
With CG Gremlins.
I have a feeling they will. Any day now.
Now that I said it, watch. They're going to announce
I'm telling you, dude.
new
Nothing
Gremlins
is sacred
reboot
anymore.
in the works.
Nothing is sacred. Anything
No.
that was ever popular at any point is going to be rebooted because they just won't make new content.
It's true. It's very
Which
true.
is why I don't really watch new movies anymore. I haven't watched a new movie in a really long time. And the few I have watched, I've been pretty disappointed in.
A new version of the thing.
Unless they were an original.
The last one was so disappointing. Although,
I gotta pee.
if you like the thing, you should check out a movie called Harbinger Down. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Yeah, the newer version of the thing, which was technically a prequel. No, not the one from the 80s. The one from the 2000. It was like 2010, I think, or 11 that it came out. It was also called The Thing, but it was technically a prequel to the John Carpenter movie. The John Carpenter movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. But yeah, I don't know if we need a new version of The Thing. They already tried it in 2011 or something, and it sucked. So, story time about that movie. That movie, they had hired a company called Amalgamated Design, who did all the practical visual effects for it. And I know you're thinking, wait, but that movie is known for having really shitty CGI effects. What do you mean? Well, let me tell you. So that movie was pretty much completed, and test screenings did not go well of the movie. And so the studio decided to redo all of the visual effects, all of the practical effects with CGI effects right on top of them. So that was their whole strategy was, this isn't convincing enough, we're going to put CGI over them. But the CGI budget was nowhere near enough to make it look convincing. And so what you had were just really bad CGI effects. And the company who did all those awesome practical effects, Amalgamated Design, they were so bummed out and like discouraged by that experience that they had a Kickstarter campaign for their own movie. And what later became a movie called Harbinger Down, which was a total throwback to John Carpenter's The Thing. And it's about, you know, people in Antarctic, they're on a ship, and there's an alien and blah, blah, blah. It's basically just a rip off the thing. But the cool thing about it is their whole goal was there will be zero CGI effects in this movie. So the whole thing is done practically, and it is fucking incredible what they were able to pull off. So if you ever get a chance to check out that movie, it's called Harbinger Down. It's a real spiritual sequel to The Thing that the sequel, The Thing, never was. Okay, only the 1982 one is the one I'm thinking about. Yes. So 1982 one, the John Carpenter one, is technically a remake of the Howard Hawks movie, but again, one of my favorite movies. The John Carpenter one is perfect. I haven't watched it. Watched the one from the 50s, though. The one from the 50s is actually still pretty good. They're both based on a novel called Who Goes There? I forgot who originally wrote it. Did you just die?
No, look at this.
This guy. Dancing the corpse over there?
I am not touching him.
Why is he glitching and shaking his head like that?
No.
He's still alive. Well,
he's still touching.
Put him in a fire.
Oh my god.
Might as well put him out of his misery. Lock the door so we can't hear him scream. But yeah, the Thing. I hope I'm not spoiling it for anybody. If you haven't seen it, go see it. But he's saying no. So a really great game to play would be to print out pictures of the cast and try to determine the point in the movie when they become infected. And try to figure out at the very end whether McCready or Childs is infected or not. Congrats, you're haunted now.
I think so. Add it to the list.
For years, nobody would ever reveal whether or not Childs was infected. Was the Thing at the end when he and Kurt Russell are there. But John Carpenter refused to kind of say one way or another whether he was or wasn't. And it's meant to be interpreted. But the cinematographer, Dean Cundy, actually my favorite cinematographer, he revealed later that the way that he kept track of who was infected and who wasn't was when he was lighting characters and scenes, he would give them what was called an eye light. An eye light is just a light that you kind of set down and out of frame to put a twinkle in somebody's eye, right? It's not really enough to influence the lighting on the actual character, but enough to give them a little sheen in their eye, just to add a little depth, right? He only did that with characters that he knew were human. So characters that he knew were infected, he did not give them eye lights, i.e. Childs at the end of The Thing. So it could be argued, per Dean Cundy, that he is infected.
Or he just didn't know.
Well, I think John Carpenter told him and he went with that, but then he went coy after that and didn't want to tell anybody. You know Ash from Evil Dead? I made a friend an ashy slashy puppet size. Yes, you have shown us that puppet
yeah, it's
before.
So cool.
You showed it to us. I remember that was one of the first things you posted in our Discord.
So cool.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
I want a puppet so bad.
I know.
I've actually thought about like commissioning a puppet of Molly.
We've discussed it a lot.
So that streams whenever Molly is not here, I can have like the Molly puppet sitting.
Here's the thing. I don't have faith in your puppeteering process to do me justice. I would have to be my own puppet, and then it kind of defeats the purpose of it being there when I'm not here, because
Yeah. You could 100% make a Molly puppet. Well, in that case, I might have to commission you. But also, logistically, I'd have to hold my hand like way over here to make it work.
And then you'd still have to voice it, like it wouldn't make sense.
It would definitely be tricky.
It wouldn't work.
But for the sake of the gag, I think I would set up a second camera just for that. If I can do Ash, then I can do Molly. Giggity. Hey! We'll have to send you detailed photos of Molly's anatomy so that you can get it just right.
Okay, don't say it like that.
But yeah, I've always wanted to do like puppets. I don't know why. I've always been fascinated with that. Back when I was working for this advertising company, we used to go out to these car dealerships every month to do these car commercials, right? And I was pitching the idea for a puppet salesman as being like a bad salesman, and then a good salesman comes in. I mean, they're always corny ideas that we do with them, right? Because these guys are just so unwilling to do anything. But I wanted to do like a sleazy puppet salesman character, but I couldn't get my boss to buy a puppet for me. I even found a cheap one. It was only like $180. I'm like, we could do this. He's like, nah, I don't know. We shouldn't.
They just didn't have your vision, dear.
I know.
You may have to get over it, I think.
I wanted that. I feel like that would have been a good hit, a good running gag.
You'll have to get over that one.
That's really not necessary. Well, kombucha girl face.
Did you get that?
Yeah. Also, kombucha's gross.
Kombucha's great.
I can't even do it. I can't do her thing. She's like, hey, all right in the house.
Hey, all right.
Long time no see.
It's been so long.
Oh man, you missed it. We just did a segment where Molly showed me 3 random screenshots of a horror movie. I had to guess what it was. I only got 1 out of 3. But
they were difficult.
You would definitely love that kind of segment.
The new segment we're starting.
Hope life has been treating you kids kindly. It has been.
Yeah,
It's been a little
dude,
stressful
how have you been?
because of the holidays. I see that you ended up buying a lot of people T-shirts for the last drive-in special.
So cool.
We actually let our Shudder subscription lapse.
Yeah, so we haven't been keeping up.
I know, bummer. There's just too many subscriptions, man.
Yep, it's too many for us.
You got 1 out of 3 as well, exactly. So what were the 3 movies? It was Maximum Overdrive, Christine, and The Grave Dancers. I only got The Grave Dancers one, and then with some clues, I got Maximum Overdrive.
And then Panda got Christine.
Yeah, Panda got Christine. But yeah, how have you been, dude? I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good Xmas. Do they call it Xmas where you're from? I like calling it Xmas because I don't like typing out Christmas.
Yeah, that's why everyone uses it.
It's like Futurama where they just call it Xmas. They don't call it Christmas. They call it Xmas.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of the evolution of language. Like, just linguistically, it's very likely that... Oh, you closed the thing.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to cook the buckets.
Linguistically, it's very likely that our shorthand will become what we use all the time.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be called Xmas at a certain point.
And then in Futurama, they also say axe. Like, let me axe you something.
What?
Yeah, they say axe instead of ask.
They all do?
Yeah, that's part of the evolution of their language. They say axe.
I've never noticed that.
You never noticed that?
No.
The Last Drive-In is easily 50% of what I watch on Shudder. Same. That's all I ever watched on Shudder.
That's what we always watched, yeah. So we couldn't justify just watching one show.
That and Eli Roth's History of Horror. Really, really good docuseries. Been kind of crazy year. Lots of travel. Got to take care of John Carpenter at Texas Frightmare this year.
What?
Went inside of Skinwalker Ranch and didn't die. Next year will be a little less insane. That's so
Holy
crazy.
cow.
We were just talking about John Carpenter. We're talking about The Thing. That sounds awesome. You know, I've never been to a horror convention. We should go to a horror convention next year. Want you?
Maybe?
No, I said horror convention. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm less interested.
Oh. I think that could be fun. Gonna be in and out playing Lethal Company with Leslie. All right, go get some companies.
Go lethal those.
Go lethal
companies.
those companies.
Or whatever you do in that game.
It's kind of similar vibes to this, where they're like a work crew sent to like capture monsters.
But it's also kind of like Among Us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eli Roth is coming to us next year. Let me know if you guys want to come to Texas for any reason.
Oh. That'd be cool. We're not far from Texas.
Well, Texas is massive, though.
We're still not far.
Texas is like 50% of the country.
Yeah, but we're not far from it.
That's true. Yeah, that would be cool. I would love that. You know what? We haven't taken a vacation in a while.
It's true.
I used all my vacation days this week because I don't work tomorrow. So I didn't have that many to begin with, so. Let that shit burn in there. So far, die. Die is what you do. That sounds about right. Just like in real life. That is all we do. All we do is die. That's why I like this game, because unless we like manage to stumble on top of each other, you don't really die. Nothing's trying to kill you. Nothing's trying to hurt you. In fact, I thought
We're just cleaning.
I thought that's what was going to happen. Like originally, like the monster would still be here, and we'd have to.
We definitely weren't sure what would happen.
We have to kill the monster.
Which that would be a fun element on top of it, but I enjoy it just being simple. I like a good life sim. I like a good cleaning sim.
And this really kind of scratches the itch for both of us in that it's
a little gory
and horrific for me, and chill and cozy cleaning for Molly. Do you have the welder?
Nope.
Do you know where that ended? Oh, here it is. Vanilla porter is yum. Ooh, are you drinking vanilla porter?
Yum.
Those are good. I've had those before. You two play Texas Chainsaw Game at all? I have not played it. I have heard it's pretty cool. I've heard it's funner than Dead by Daylight. Although when it released, it didn't have a whole lot of content. So I never really looked into it. Is it good? Do you play that? Rad Dad was trying to get me to get that game because he got it free on Game Pass or something. And so he was all about it. I recently bought myself a new handheld emulation gaming system. So I've been revisiting some of the old Resident Evil games. My all-time favorites. Pretty much the only thing my dorky ass plays now. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll check it out and we'll play with you sometime. Is it better than Dead by Daylight? It looks like it's definitely more involved than Dead by Daylight is, mechanically speaking. I mean,
mechanically speaking.
Yeah, I mean, there's more to do.
Nerd.
There's more gameplay mechanics to it than just hiding and you're running for the exit, you know? Although we got into Dead by Daylight for like a hot minute.
We were so into that game for a minute.
That game just like, it became very toxic after a while, and...
Oh, I mean, I don't know, it's very formulaic, you know? Like,
It is.
We just kind of got tired of doing the same thing over and over again. Like, it's still a great game, and if you haven't played it before, highly recommend.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's just when you play it for hours and hours on end, for months.
Well, especially...
It's a little cumbersome, like anything would.
There were a lot of times when we would just get absolutely wrecked. Like,
yeah.
It just... We never had a chance, you know?
Well, we also, like, we didn't play it hard enough that we got, like, super good at it.
Competitive, yeah.
And then playing in a group, we were always survivors. And some of the killers were just...
Yeah, Nate knows. Dead by Daylight's
really
annoying
sweaty.
time. I was always too dumb for Dead by Daylight, but I like being able to only play as killers. But even then, you have to, like, be on your game as a killer, because the survivors will be toxic as fuck to you.
Yeah, but there were also times where we would, like, meet a killer, and we would just be, like, really silly with them, and we would, like, dance with them, or run around in circles. Like, it wasn't all bad.
I'll tell you what, one game I really enjoyed was the Friday the 13th game. That was fun. I played that with a bunch of streamer friends, and it was fucking hilarious.
So silly.
It was so fun. And that game's already kind of inherently janky.
So ridiculous.
So,
such
like...
a stupid game.
It's... I don't know. It was a little more fun in that regard than Dead by Daylight.
Because it's silly.
It is silly.
And we enjoy silly things.
But I think... So that game, I mean, I think it just got pulled off of the marketplaces because I think Sean Cunningham was like, I want my money. You can't have the license anymore. And so he just kind of pulled it all back.
Bastard.
And so because they lost the license, they couldn't work on the game anymore. But like the development team, you can tell they made it as a labor of love. They were all fans of it, and it's filled with lots of like Easter eggs and nods to the series, and the really in-depth character designs and stuff. It was so cool. But 6 years. Thank you for following. But yeah, unfortunately, it's gone before its time.
Bummer.
I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre is made by the same folks. Oh, it is. Okay.
Hey. Okay.
Well, then that even makes me feel better about it. Not that I felt bad about it, but. But yeah, that one was really fun, especially when you're playing with a group of friends. That's what made it really fun.
Of course, yeah.
If I was just playing with randos, it would probably be kind of sweaty and toxic, like Dead by Daylight.
That game doesn't get as toxic because, like, it can't. Because you can't really play it very well.
No.
Like, because of how janky it is.
It's inherently a little broken.
So, there's at least that going for it.
Okay, I think we're pretty much good for this hallway up to here. Should we go down this way? Oh, God, there's so much more over here. Or when your brother installs the boat propeller and laughs as he leaves you behind. Oh my God, that happened to me. I was playing as Jason, and so there were 3 people working on the boat, and they were getting it. I got one of them, and the other 2 just left, and they left her behind. So she was trying to swim to catch him, and I just got her in the water. But the 2 of them escaped, so I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun. Ugh, this room is so awful in here. God.
Yep.
Every room is such a mess.
Yep.
Although surprisingly clean up here where the medical unit is.
That's where I cleaned.
Oh, okay. I
told you I start upstairs and I start in all the like auxiliary rooms.
Sometimes a little jank can improve the game. Absolutely.
Makes it so much more funny.
So you could play that game. They have like challenge modes where you play scenarios from the movies, which is really, really fun because you get to play as a different Jasons from the different movies. But the computer AI is so dumb. Like there's one time I was chasing somebody and they ran into a cabin. They jumped through the window into the cabin and then jumped back out of it. And they just kept jumping in and out, and like the sound effects for them, it's just like just crashing through the cabin.
The way
window.
They jump is so
it's so funny. And when you jump through the glass, it like cuts your character up, so they're just like limping, trying to outrun me. It's hilarious. But yeah, definitely a janky game. I like it. It's charming. And if you think about it, those movies were kind of janky too.
Exactly, it works. It works on a very nostalgic level. Hey!
Are they fighting back there? No fighting.
Sometimes she just cleans him too well and he gets annoyed. And he's like, he wants to go to bed already, but she's like, no, it's still bath time, and so he gets pissed.
Yeah, she was cleaning him and he was hissing at her.
She gets a little too obsessive.
As we all do sometimes.
When you clean me, do you get obsessive?
Yeah. That's why you're always hissing at me. Throwing a hissy fit. Do you ever just clean too well and you get mad? Yeah, exactly. That's what we're talking about, right?
Oh.
Sorry. I didn't know you were coming around that corner. I was trying to clear us some space here. Archie takes a bath. If you have that on your bingo card, make sure to check it off. So I am off work tomorrow, and I'm off on Monday because it's New Year's Day. So I don't have to work until Tuesday.
That's pretty good.
It's gonna be pretty great. I like that. I like that. I'm excited. I'm excited to have breaks. I'm getting no bingo marks. I have a bad card. Well, if you have a card that you think that something won't get called, you can call a vote to get a free square. I'm not sure how to do it, but there's a way to do it.
We don't remember how to do it.
I have an interview for a new job this week. Oh, sweet. What's the job? Also, do you want to practice interviewing with us? So I'll give you an interview.
That's probably not helpful.
I saw Jason Takes Manhattan recently, and I don't know. Jason punching the dude's head clean off is perfection. 10 out of 10, no notes. Well, you know what's so good is like that guy's kind of holding his own for a while in that scene, like having a fist fight with Jason. But like Jason's just sitting there taking it, like he's not even fighting back until he throws the one punch and knocks that guy's head. And it's like such a cheapy like mannequin head too.
That's the best part.
Yeah. Oh man, Jason Takes Manhattan. If I remember correctly, like there's only like 2 scenes actually set in Manhattan. And I think that was part of the deal with that movie was like they only had the budget to shoot in Times Square for like 1 scene. And so it's just like literally
That's all there is to Manhattan.
That's all there is to it. Well, we hope you get that job too, Panda.
That'd be so cool. Well, good luck with it.
Oh, look, there's part of this guy's head here.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Working for a Texas energy conglomerate, 99.9% remote management job. Stuff I did when I worked for Apple, basically. They said my price range was off, too low by like 40K, so I had to bump my expected minimum. Hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's cool if they say that.
Hell yeah.
Make that money.
By 40,000, that's
significant.
Yeah.
In that case, you should ask for 50,000. Yeah, most of it takes place on a boat. Exactly. If it's ERCOT, they can take all the help they can get. Oh, okay. Because it's through a recruiter, he was just frank about it.
Oh, yeah, because it's no like skin off his nose.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Yeah, most of that movie takes place on a boat, which is what I think of when I think of Manhattan.
Or Jason.
Or Jason. Honestly, the only ones I really like are like the first 4 of the series. And then Guilty Pleasure, Jason X. But it's by no means a good movie. It would be my first job past low 6 figures. Hell yeah, dude.
Dude.
And half the actual New York scenes are in a sewer or alleyways. Exactly. So they could have shot that anywhere. That could have been Boston for all we knew. Movies are such bullshit. But yeah, I love the first 2 Friday the 13th movies. I think those are the 2 best ones. I never saw the remake though. Did anybody see the remake? Did they like that one? Have you seen the remake?
Oh. Probably not.
The third one is pretty good, but by that point the formula's starting to run a little dry. But it is iconic because that's the first one where Jason gets his hockey mask and, you know, all of that. And there's some really cool, like, funny 3D moments because that one was the one that they filmed in 3D. So there are some cool, like, kills in 3D. If I bump by 100K, I would have a heart attack. Hell yeah. Well, I hope you get it. My kid loves the movie Killers, but she's never seen any of the movies. She loves the movie Killers. She really likes Michael Myers and Jason. Michael Myers, man. So I prefer the Halloween movies before over Friday the 13th, for sure. But those ones, man, there's some real dips in quality on those. Of those ones, the only ones I like are the first one, second one, the third one, but that one doesn't have Michael Myers, even though it's still a good movie. And then kind of the fourth one, and H2O, kind of. The rest of them I didn't see, or I didn't like. I didn't see any of the newer ones that they brought it back, like they brought Jamie Lee Curtis back for the latest ones. I didn't see any of those ones. I heard they were good, but I have not seen them. You don't like the newest Halloween? I haven't seen them, but I did hear that they were good. Halloween Kills and Halloween whatever. What's going on?
It's fucking mop buckets.
Spilling mops. I actually thought the fourth one was pretty good. The only thing that bugs me about that is the series was just so inconsistent with the damn masks. All right, you go first. That the fourth one had one of the worst masks. His mask is wrong in that movie, and it bothers me so much. Halloween Kills is really, really scary. I've been wanting to check it out. I don't know. I just never got around to it. I asked my mom what her favorite gift was, and she said that I came home for Christmas and that most of our family was here. Oh, that's really sweet. It's a very mom thing to say, but I like it. Pennywise, yes. Pennywise was a great movie villain. And I like both versions. I like the Tim Curry version, and I like the Bill Skarsgård version too. 5 is the worst. It looks like Julian Lennon. Yes, 5 was bad too. But arguably, I think the 5 mask looked better than the 4 mask. Because the 4 mask looks... I don't know. The 4 mask, it's too, like, angular. The problem with it is they try to do too much with the masks. They tried to give it too much character, and that defeats the whole purpose of the original masks. I mean, we all know it was William Shatner's face, right? And if I'm correct, like they say it was a Captain Kirk mask, but I think that's just what it was labeled as. But I think it was based off of the life cast that he had done for the movie The Devil's Reign, and that's what was used to make the mold for the masks. So I think it was based off of his cast from that movie and not from like a Star Trek thing. But anyway, that's beside the point. He had a thyroid issue in part 4. Exactly. Well, and then H2O, Halloween H2O, same kind of deal. Half of the movie was shot with the wrong mask. Like they brought in K&B effects to do the mask, and it wasn't right. And so they had to like remake the mask at one point, and they're like had to like reshoot some of the scenes with a new mask. But the problem is they didn't do that for all the scenes. So there's inconsistency in the masks throughout that movie. And what you end up with is they did some like really bad CGI rotoscoping, and those shots stand out like sore fucking thumbs as being terrible, terrible, terrible. So like, I don't know. You'd think they could at least get the masks right. Anyway, that's my my soapbox. What do you think, hon?
I don't know.
Sorry, did I bore you with my mask talk?
Sorry, I just don't know anything about those movies. And so I have nothing to contribute, and I also don't find it interesting.
Fair enough.
But you can talk about it as much as you want.
Halloween 5 mask is based off of the art director's face, not Captain Kirk. See, there you go. That's why it looks so different. Meanwhile, mask makers running their heads. Yeah. I went into like a deep dive one time about all the different masks used throughout the series, and there are so many different. There's probably like 30 masks used throughout the series, but the first one is still the best. I always think it looked the best, but also like the actor who played the Shape in the original one, he was the right kind of build that the mask looked best on him, because in the sequel, Halloween 2, it's literally the same mask, but the mask had gotten some wear and tear, so it was kind of stretched out, and it didn't hold its shape as well. But that original mask just worked so freaking well with that actor. And then I think it's the 5th one, but like the actor that they have playing him, he's really like kind of short and stocky, and he looks wrong. Leatherface, yeah. My kid begs for the Michael Myers animatronic from Party City literally every time we go there, but it's like $500, but life size. Maybe if I get this job.
Oh my god.
The original actor also kept the mask in his back pocket in between scenes, and they had to repaint it for Halloween 2. That is correct. In fact, Inspiration Plums, thank you. Inspirational Plums, thank you for following.
It's inspirational.
Very inspirational. There's one scene in Halloween 2 where the hair is blonde in the mask. And it's only seen in like one scene. Oh, wait, you're coming in to drop some bullshit. No.
Classic.
Do I have a mod in the house?
Wait a minute. Let's hear him out.
Well, you are bothering me.
You might be onto something.
Nick Castle was the original actor and directed The Last Starfighter too. Oh, I didn't know he directed The Last Starfighter. Yes, Nick Castle was the best OG Michael Myers, as there ever was and ever will be. The problem was that in the later ones, they tried to make him too big and beefy, like Jason. You know, Jason in the original, in the second movie at least, he wasn't a big dude. I'm a mod so many places. I tried to delete that. It's all good. I think Molly got to it.
I got him.
Got all excited that we got a follower, and of course it's a bot.
Aw, ain't that just the way?
It is just the way. But yeah, definitely, I'm definitely a Halloween fan more than any of the other kind of slasher movies. But the series really jumped the shark with part 6, the one with Paul Rudd in it. Remember that movie?
No.
Where they
Paul Rudd was in one?
He was in one of them, but this was before he was famous, and he was just like the teen heartthrob. Anyway, like they tried to add this like, I mean they had hinted at this kind of backstory of he's part of like a cult ritual, and that's why he's immortal and all blah 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 blah. But it's just
Paul Rudd?
No, Michael Myers. I like the original Halloween because there's no blood. It's all just suspense.
Yeah,
that's true. But that's also why a lot of people hate it, because they're like, oh, it's so boring.
Yep.
But I think it's great.
Some people rely on the gore, and some people could do without it.
And Dean Cundy, my favorite cinematographer, he shot that movie and was very pioneering for the time in horror. I mean, the Steadicam stuff had been used a lot before, but he was one of the first kind of cinematographers to utilize it as the POV for the killer, and it gave this really cool ethereal feel to the character's movement. Sorry for bothering you, but I'd like to offer my services as Michael Myers mask manufacturer. I can help you find the perfect mask to fit your mood and boost your viewers. Oh, I thank you so much.
How convenient.
How convenient. I was always looking for that.
Now that'd be a sale.
That would be a sale. Yeah, I'd pay for that.
I've paid for worse.
Yup.
If you know what I mean.
If and you know, and I think you do. I hate carrying the corpses because you can't really hold them high enough, and they drag on the floor and leave their freaking blood all over the place.
I know. Isn't that just the most inconvenient?
See, look, I got blood splats on the ground.
Like,
stupid corpse.
Damn corpses.
Damn corpses.
It's so selfish. Why couldn't you have died closer to the incinerator?
If I can be in practical effects, I 100% would. Hell yeah, practical is the way to go. Yeah. Although I do think that given the right circumstances, I don't think...
A little bit of CGI peppered throughout is fine, but if you're relying on it for even 50%, you've gone too far. That's my rule of thumb.
I think the problem is when it becomes a reliance on it, and it becomes the spectacle of it. You know, it should never be the only thing that you see in a frame, because that then immediately takes your mind out of it. I think CGI is best used when it enhances the practical effects.
Exactly, which is why you have to use it sparingly.
So
as an enhancement, not as a standalone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Doing things like line removal.
So it has to be less than 50% of the effect.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing that I think gets me too is whenever they use CGI to make the camera move in unrealistic or physically accurate ways. And, you know...
It immediately sends like a, whoa, something off is happening right now to the audience.
when you have the camera doing these massive, like, sweeping shots that go, you know, under buildings or through buildings and things like that, your brain knows that that's impossible. So I think it takes you out of it. And then at that point, you're watching everything is CG on the screen. And so you're just watching a video game cutscene.
Yep.
And that's what it looks like. What's really funny is George A. Romero, my favorite horror director of all time, God rest his soul. He talked about a lot about how much he preferred practical effects and didn't like CGI effects. And then he did Land of the Dead. And in Land of the Dead is one of the worst CG effects I've ever fucking seen. And he just, like, hangs on it, too. It's a scene where they're all getting into a car, right? And a zombie without a head stumbles up to it. And the head is actually hanging, like, by a thread behind the zombie's back. And the zombie lunges forward, and the head, like, flops forward and bites the guy on the arm. And then they shoot it, and the head flops back. But the whole thing is CGI, and it's done in, like, a close-up and everything, and it just looks so fucking bad that, like, ugh, George, come on. The mustache deserves better. Exactly. Just no Scorpion King. Oh my God, there's a great
Scorpion King.
Yeah, you remember that movie?
So bad.
There's a great channel on YouTube called Corridor Crew where these guys are like VFX whiz kids, right? And they redid that scene with modern day kind of CGI techniques and made it look so much better. You had a lot of fun making that puppet. Hell yeah. Actually, it would have been if I could have been an artist that could make things and actually make enough money, I would do that. I like making Muppets. That would be awesome. I studied under a guy named Michael McCormick, who was one of the lead puppeteer designers for The Dark Crystal and Labyrinth. And he did some work on Return of the Jedi.
Give up.
But he actually taught me a lot about special effects and puppet work and stuff. Hey, surreptitiously in the house.
Syrup.
Molly reads your fortune. Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right. Let me shuffle 'em.
Ooh, what's this? This is new. This is a new one.
Show is.
I mean, that's why the classics are classic. Things
Word.
like Indiana Jones and Back to the Future and movies in that vein were all practical effects. Yeah, I mean, and they tend to hold up a little better, too. George A. Romero is buried in a 15-minute walk from my apartment. I go visit his grave a few times a year, and there's often little zombie-themed trinkets left there. That's awesome. Was he buried in Pittsburgh, or was he in Canada? I know he stopped making movies in Pittsburgh, but I know Pittsburgh played like a big part in his film career.
Shuffling, sorry.
The guy's name was Michael McCormick. Yes, that's his name. I think he designed the Skeksis. Because that's who I learned to make Muppets from. Really?
What?
Wait, you know McCormick?
He did a series of videos.
Whoa, small fucking world.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he taught at the school where I was a student in film school, and I was his assistant, and so I learned a lot from him. First thing I did, I met him. He showed me a book that he had that was all like crime scene photos, and it changed my life.
Marcy says, "Oh, you guys have done some quick work of this map. Oh, do you play Viscera often?"
Marcy Macabre.
That's a great name, by the way. All right, you ready, Syrup? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you 3 cards. One is your past, one is your present, and one is your future. That's not traditionally how you use these cards, but the spreads are a little extravagant, and we don't have time for that shit, so we're gonna do a quick read.
Do you want the wide cam?
Sure, I'm good. Okay. Your first card is the 2 of Hearts, number 19. So this is your past. This card represents the gentleman whose fortune is being told, and all the other cards affect it to a degree in accordance with their relative proximity. when a gentleman's fortune is being read. Number 18 has no significance in the layout.
Okay. So that was the past?
So, read into that what you will.
Okay.
Sorry, they're a little old-fashioned, and again, when you don't like do the normal spread, I don't know how accurate they are, but not that I'm saying they're accurate. You can believe what you want to believe. All right, and here is your present. Number seven, the 10 of Hearts. Bouquet of flowers, an absolute indication of long and happy life. If children are nearby, extraordinary honors and fame. So that's your present.
Okay, that's a good one.
Long and happy life is your present. That's good. King of Spades is your future.
Surly
Yeah,
indeed!
Surly!
Going on with friends. Does everybody know what movie this is from?
Yeah, this is not a deep cut, but
It's not horror related. What's up, Surly?
all right, this is the bride. Ooh, the future is the bride.
Oh,
the bride
shit.
ensures for a single person the fulfillment of their highest aims when near, if distant, turbulent married life. Okay, so we're saying that because it's not a spread, we're gonna say that is the fulfillment of your highest aims is in your future. So I mean,
Hey, that's pretty good.
that's pretty good.
Syrup, I think that's a pretty good one.
That's pretty good.
Three amigos. Hey, you got it, Muddy Boy.
Hey.
Oh, classic.
Classic.
Welcome in, Raiders. What is up, Surly? How you doing? What are you playing tonight? Were you doing some pirates, or was it Sea of Thieves? Or were you doing something else tonight? Can we get a shout out going for Surly indeed? Oh, and then for Syrup too. You'll take it. Okay, good.
Hey, sounds good to me, man. For the record, that is these are the cards we're using. We were just telling a little bit of fortunes as an interlude to our game.
We did Rocket League, Hell Let Loose, and Lethal Company. Oh man, see, we were just talking about Lethal
lots
Company.
of fun.
Hell Let Loose, I haven't played that in a minute. I need to get back into that game. I really enjoy playing it, but I don't know. Sometimes you'd have some really great matches, and sometimes you can't catch a break. Welcome in, Raiders. Oh yeah, let me do shout outs. See, surely indeed. Let's watch the clip. Oh, that's Lethal Company right there.
Please give me like a 3, 2, 1 when you open it.
Okay, the chart's looking basically right at you, so I don't know what to tell you.
Alright.
You ready?
I'm ready whenever you are.
Alright, I'm gonna do it in about...
And then let me get one going for Syrup too.
I'm naming this one after Cass.
I think I've seen this clip before.
Cass.
It's the ducks. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the camera won't cooperate. Yeah, I get that.
I use
The duck squeak followed by the Leon moan is just...
a shout out service
Okay.
called streamer.help. It's a free service, but one really cool thing about it is if you sign up for it, you can choose what clips get shouted out when somebody shouts you out, and it's cool. I like it. I liked it better than Twitch Guru. I didn't really like Twitch Guru. But yeah, welcome in, Raiders. We are Spectervision. I am Londo. This is Molly. Back there, Moira and Archie, and we play spooky games sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes we just talk about. We shoot the shit. But tonight we were playing a game called Viscera Cleanup Detail, a game that Marcy has done over 300 hours. Is that what you said?
Oh, damn.
A whole lot of hours on this game.
Phew.
We maybe have that many hours, but because I left the game running overnight one day.
We do play this game a lot, but not that much, probably.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Although I could play it that much. I fucking love this game.
Yo, who is that? They have a nice voice. That was surreptitiously. So, funny thing, So Twitch sends you these notifications at the end of the year, right? That shows you your year in review. And Syrup is statistically our favorite streamer.
Aw, statistically.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Couldn't just say our favorite streamer. It had to be statistically.
Statistically, I mean, the numbers are there to back it up. It's not just a hollow compliment. It's the numbers are there.
You're my favorite statistically.
Aww. Yep, comfort game plus all those workshop levels easily. You gotta tell me, Marcy, if you've been able to find a Dunder Mifflin The Office level of this. I'm hoping somebody has made one, but I have not been able to find one. I downloaded like a pack that had like 30 DLC workshop levels. Done and dusted. Following now. All right. Hey, you got a follower. Mm-hmm. Try Uprising. It's close enough. Okay. Uprising. I feel like Uprising.
Uprising. Yeah, I feel like we've done that one.
I feel like we have two.
And it was very Office-y.
It was Office.
Yeah, it's
I want to do Dunder Mifflin. Like I want to.
Yeah, but if nobody's made one, I'm sure as shit not gonna be able to.
You know, it'd be really funny if instead of being like blood in Michael's office, there's poop on the carpet. Or when Packer pooped on the floor. If you watch The Office, you know what that means.
If you don't, I'm sorry.
If you don't, spoilers.
You're part of this.
It was Todd Packer. Have y'all played Power Wash Sim yet? No. I actually like this better. I've seen people playing.
We haven't tried it, so.
I've seen people playing it, and it's fine. It just this is like gorier, and I like that spin of it. I like that it's like kind of horror-ish, horror adjacent.
Yeah, that's kind of why we get into it. It's like a chill version of the games we normally play.
But yeah, there's just something about like doing cleaning in a game that is kind of relaxing. I get it. My dad, he does lawn maintenance and landscaping for a living, right? And sometimes there was one summer I worked with him, and we'd go to like big yards, and you just kind of start mowing and raking and doing all that stuff, right? I've tried to convince him to set a camera up whenever he does that, because I'm sure he could make a killing like on TikTok or something doing videos, because people love to see that shit. They love to see time-lapse videos of people cleaning yards. It's kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I should have done when I was with him, is just like taking my camera with me and just kind of filmed them.
Yeah, but that was before TikTok was really a thing.
Yeah, that's true. I was still on Vine then. Nobody would want to watch a Vine of that.
Well, it wouldn't have the same effect with only a couple of seconds.
I was actually reacting to the statistically favorite comment. Yeah. Oh God, I don't want to come off as a weirdo. You are not a weirdo.
Don't worry, you can't be weirder than me.
But also, we're all kind of weirdos.
And I dare you. That's a challenge.
We all go a little weirdo sometimes.
That's why we're all here. So don't worry, you found your people.
Also, those of you who just came in, exclamation QOD or QOTD in the chat will give you today's question of the day. It's been a good one. We are the weirdos, mister. Yeah, you're in welcome company here. I gotta say, that's one of the best things for me about college, was that I found...
You met a bunch of weirdos?
I found my weirdos. Because like in high school, everybody's just pretending and blah, blah, blah. You're not really making genuine friends. But in college, I found people who were into the weird things that I was into, and that's where I made some of my best friendships.
Oh, I was a theater kid in high school, so I met all the weirdos right away.
Oof, even the weirdos thought you guys were weird.
No, we were weird, but there were weirder kids in theater still.
Theater kids, oh boy. I saw
Yep.
it was a picture of Twilight where they're doing the baseball scene, but like they're all facing off against each other, right? And they took off the blue color tint and just made it like realistic. And they're like, when you take the color tinting off of Twilight, it looks like theater kids rehearsing a play of Twilight in the park. Do you have any more gum? More gum? More gum? More gum?
What?
Do you have any more gum?
What?
Dope is asking if we have any more gum.
I don't understand.
Well, I don't know if Dope was quoting this, but I was singing the song from Billy Madison. Do you have any more gum?
No idea what that is.
Yeah, but in the same vein, Molly, as you very well know, women on Twitch get treated very weird.
Dude, no fucking kidding.
That was more what I meant.
Yeah, it's messed up.
My best friend in high school is still my best friend 25 years later.
Aw,
That's super cool.
that's really nice.
That's cool that you were able to keep those friends.
Yeah, that they were that deep but true a friendship from the beginning.
Yes, and Molly's currency was gum. Your currency was gum.
Oh,
Callback. That was a callback.
you're right. Sorry, I missed that.
I love me a good callback.
Screwed it up. Sorry, I'm getting tired and I forgot our callbacks.
We got to push through. We're in the home stretch of this level.
I know.
I think we can do it.
I don't think I can do it.
We have to.
We have a wedding to go to tomorrow, you guys.
Oh yeah, my cousin's getting married.
We have to like get dressed up and shit.
Yeah, that's always kind of a bummer.
Ugh.
I don't know. I haven't been to a wedding in a long time. It might be fun.
It's been a long time. But that being said, I need to go to bed.
Yeah?
Almost very soon.
You calling it quitsies?
Very, very
Can we
short.
finish this room up first?
Probably not.
Do y'all dress up? Y'all do dress up so well, though.
Aw.
That's subjective. I don't.
You can't prove that.
Who told you that? Oh
Thank you,
man, Syrup. We got to meet Tilda Lou recently. She came down.
Meet up with her.
Yeah, she came down and visited us. Well, I mean, she wasn't visiting us, but like she was in town, and we met up with her for some beers. Molly knew her from high school, but it was my first time meeting her. It was super cool.
It was fun.
Talked a little bit about you.
All bad things.
All bad. All the worst things. No, we actually talked about. It came up about like women streamers and about how sometimes they get some of the worst kind of people trolling them or just being shitty in chats. But I'm curious, have you ever had to deal with anything like that in your streams?
It's just because they want to kiss us. Mwah, 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 mwah.
True. I mean,
or they want to be us.
They hate us because they ain't us,
Because they
right?
ain't us.
Oh yeah. How is Tilda? Tilda's doing well. She's
doing really good.
Really well. Weddings are usually more fun than I think they'll be, but dressing up feels like pulling teeth for me. Exactly.
Yeah, lately, man, ever since COVID, like, it's really hard for me to get dressed up anymore. It just feels...
Oh, show. Mella!
Aww.
Holy butts!
Thanks, Mel.
5 whole ass subs. We got one
Aw.
going to Wonderless Wonderland, one to Skyfer, one to Born of the God, one to French Cashmere, ooh, and one to
Ooh.
Bobby Boucher. Oh, Bobby
So
Boucher.
sexy.
That was...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Colin.
Yeah.
He got to get to the sub. All right, listen up closely while we feed these cats. Listen for those crunch, and feel free to try out our brand new animated emotes. I made 5 new ones, so you guys can see them now. Listen up for the crunch. Let's go. Sorry to wake you.
Feed Moira lower. Yeah.
I love a good, satisfying crunch like that. Mela, thank you so stinking much
Thank
for those
you,
gift
Mel.
subs. We do not deserve you. You are too kind. Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. There's actually there was actually someone in both our communities who was a weirdo and a half.
Oh. Ooh, I want to hear this.
What's the cheese man?
Yeah,
I want to know.
Give us the hot goss. In both of your communities?
Or in ours. Is that what you mean?
Oh, in like... Oh, I thought you were talking about yours until the lose. Oh, okay.
Either way.
Was it somebody from ours? Let us know.
Unless they're here now, then just wink.
Blink twice if you need help. Yeah, I was. Is it me? Is it I? Is it I?
If you have to ask, it's probably not you.
Who's the werewolf? We have to kill the werewolf before morning, right? 3 weddings this year, and it was rough, man.
Oh, damn.
It's a lot of weddings.
Yeah, that's too many weddings, man. Couldn't do it.
That's a lot of bridesmaids' dresses to have to buy.
Couldn't be me.
What? Mel? I'm surprised I didn't ever message you about them, actually.
No, I don't think you did.
Now I really want to know. Feel free to take it offline.
No. I'll take my answer off air, please.
I need to know who I need to watch out for. Delayed notice of your 5 gifts. They followed me everywhere. What?
What?
Oh my goodness.
Like online everywhere? Or like in real life? Everywhere.
Ooh, please don't say real life. You know, knock on wood, I think we've been pretty fortunate in that we haven't had a lot of negative...
Like really, very minimal. But again, it's so much worse for just the single women that are streaming by themselves.
Yeah. All the single ladies.
Not like single ladies, but like women who are singly streaming.
Yeah, solo,
you know what I mean?
solo streamers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think me being here curves a lot of that misogynistic bullshit that
You're really scary.
I'm very intimidating. I'm afraid to throw hands.
Also, I'm gross. So I don't think they don't want to hear me burp. So all the weirdos, all the jerks leave.
That's very creepy. I would feel so unsafe. Yeah, but like following me to all my friend streams and stuff and trying to friend them. Okay. Yeah, that's a little weird.
Gross.
I hope you blocked. Also, let me know so I can block too. Because that feels like something we should do.
We'll get him.
We'll get him.
We'll get him. Tell me who.
We'll round up the posse. I've always wanted to be part of a posse. I think that would be cool. Like Young Guns, where we get deputized and then we get to go.
That's what I thought you meant by posse.
Or you thought I meant like Insane Clown Posse?
No, that's what I thought you meant. I was just like,
oh.
When I hear the word posse, I think of
Young Guns.
young men riding horses.
Yeah, of course. I don't know how to ride a horse, so I'm kind of deathly afraid of horses.
Which is so weird to me.
Why is that weird? Horses are scary as shit.
They're just big, but they're very gentle generally.
Oh, you think they deleted their main account by now? Oh, now I really want to know.
Oh my gosh.
My mom found a photo of my sister and I holding knives at the camera. What a random picture. Also, that should be like your Christmas card.
Yeah, no kidding, dude.
You and your sister.
100%.
You rang. That was you, McFilthy? Oh no! The song, all the single ladies, I couldn't hear what they were saying, and I thought they were saying, hablas inglés. And I was like, yeah, I know the rest of the song is in English. Hablas inglés, hablas inglés, hablas inglés. And I didn't know until a year later that it was all the single ladies. Oh man, I saw the funniest TikTok.
Funny.
There's a guy calling a radio station in Mexico, and he is requesting that they play the song. And this is all in Spanish. And he's saying this. He's like, this is a song. It's really popular. It goes, "Eso es un Reebok or un Nike?" And the DJ's like, "Eso es un Reebok or un Nike?" Reebok. So Reeboks or Nikes. And he's like, yeah, you know, it's you guys play it all the time. And And he's like, wait, is it this song? And it's that song, this is the rhythm of the night. And the guy's like, yes, that's the one. He thought he was saying, eso son Reebok or son Nike. Which I think is hilarious. All right, we got another Never Have I Ever. Whenever someone redeems Never Have I Ever, we pull a card from the Never Have I Ever deck, hold it up to the screen. If you have done the thing that it never has we said we did, then raise your hand in the chat, say I've done that, or even better, tell us the story. Especially if it's embarrassing. One of these cards is backwards. Some of these cards are backwards. Never have I ever seriously tried to communicate with my pet to see if I could.
Oh, I've done that.
Absolutely. There's not a day that goes by where we do not try to speak Catanese to our cats.
Especially when I'm high.
And I have to think that cats are able to vocalize and that different sounds mean different things. So when we're just going meow, meow, or just like repeating the sounds back to them, they probably think that we are the stupidest things in the world. They're like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I'm trying to talk to you and you're mocking me.
Nah, I think they know that
we can't understand them?
That we can't understand. I think they know that because otherwise we're like assholes and we're ignoring a lot of the things they say. So.
Maybe, yeah. I get the horse thing. They have Kramer energy. Too high-strung looking. Yeah, exactly. And they're incredibly racist, so total Kramer energy. Hashtag Deaf Adventures. Yeah, okay. Well, you at least have an excuse for the Mondo Green. That's what it's called, right? Mondo Green.
I think so.
I have to drink. My cats do understand. Also, my dog and I have matching Costco sweatshirts. Oh, that's super cute. Bad taste, definitely one of them. My dog wears hoodies. Dog hoodies. Dog hoodies. Oh, that's kind of cute. All right, you got the end of your rope, Mama?
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Well, let's raid it. What do you say?
Sure.
I'll save it, and then we can raid it. Let's see who we got online. Let's see which one of our friends is online. But yeah, y'all, we had a lot of fun. We introduced some new elements to the stream here.
Yeah.
We did our guess the movie horror edition, where I actually really enjoyed that. Where Molly picked 3 random screenshots of horror movies, and I had to try to guess what they were. And I was 1 for 3, so I think we're onto something. We're gonna.
Yeah, I think we'll do better next time, and we'll have some other ones. So it'll be a fun game to look forward to.
Ooh, Iceheart's on. Let's go say what's up to her. Man, awesome. She started streaming before we started, and then she's still going.
She's streamed for a long time, man.
So Iceheart is one of our favorite streamers. She quit streaming for a long time, but has recently gotten back into it. And
yeah, so everybody go say hi to her.
Whoop,
give her some support. Give her some love.
Let's go say what's up to Iceheart.
And
but yeah,
and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to stream again on Tuesday. So Tuesdays and Thursdays will kind of be our days, and maybe pepper some in some Sundays again down the line. I don't know, but if we can get regular to Tuesday and Thursdays, that'll be good. But yeah, so had a whole lot of fun. Y'all don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for the raid. You don't have to stick around, but it's always good to show some support to
rad when you do
to some friends. But yeah, we will see you all on Tuesday. So long, fuckers. See ya.
Delay.
Beyond the outer limits of human adventure, beyond the barrier of human credibility, fighting the unknown forces and secret terrors science couldn't predict.
There's a monstrous thing aboard this station from the moon. That's what killed Weber.
What kind of a monstrous thing?
Specter! Hey! Oh my god, thank you so much for the raid. We are just finishing up the game and totally not watching a YouTube video of the ending of the game because we couldn't beat it. We totally beat it ourselves. How are you doing, Specter? Welcome on in, friends. Dopeness, welcome in. Oh, good to see you. And the Pants Party, that's a good name. Welcome in. See, we're not doing anything